Good afternoon. Merry Boxing Day to everyone around the world who's come on to watch Leicester Fan TV. The massive game today, Leicester versus Manchester United. As usual, get your comments into the box. We'll come along in the next 10 minutes. Jamie will be on. I see Jack in the background and Mark. We'll talk through today's lineups and we'll see what everyone's reaction is. We'll get the hellos in. Hi, Feet. Good afternoon to you too. John, Merry Christmas. Fit, that's the question. He's doing Christmas things with his family today at the moment. I think he'd like to hop on later, but at the moment he's trying to be a good boy on Boxing Day. Hi, Matty Bond. Good to see you on again. Hi, Neil. And let's kick things off. Let's get the man in the sunshine from Alcudia, Jamie, with the team news.
It's not very sunshine here the last 2 days, pal. It's been a bit wet and windy here, pal. Anyway, Tom, did you enjoy your Lynx box set the other for Christmas you got?
Right, everyone seemed to have got a Lynx box set. I've seen.
I know, it was brilliant, wasn't it? It was very strange how everyone got Lynx this year. Unbelievable. Lovely pictures of it, weren't it?
Exactly.
Lovely pictures.
Exactly.
Anyway, the team news, as we normally start with the team news, is the same team news as Spurs. And just in case people have too stuffed or had too much beer, I'll remind people of what it was, or what it is, actually. Casper in goal. I think it's going to be a back five, isn't it? Or back three, depending on what you want to call it. You got Casper in goal, JJ, Little Wes, Johnny Evans as the three centre-halves, Michael Brighton, Timmy Castagna as the two wing-backs. I thought Castagna played outstanding for his hour he played last week. Big Wilf, again, in the middle of the central defender midfielder instead of Papi Mendy. They give you different options, either one. So I'm glad Wilf's there. And then you've got Harvey Barnes, Yuri Tillemans, Maddison, and Vardy up top. And, Tom, there's no under in the squad at all, not even on the bench.
It'll be interesting to see what's gone off there. I mean, they'd say the bench stays Dennis Pratt, Papi's Mendy, Iheanacho, Luke Thomas, Perez, Fuchs, Ward, Chowdhury, who comes onto the bench for under, and Daniel Amati. I mean, I only could presume that for not picking under that one, it is a tactical thing that he wants that backup to have Mendy and Chowdhury if he has to bring off Ndidi or Tillemans in that second half if we're winning and he wants to try and really shut up shop and go really defensive, or generally that he's picked up a niggle in training over the last couple of days before the game that meant he hasn't come into it. I couldn't see any reason why you wouldn't have picked him otherwise, because he's not done bad when he's played. He's set up a few goals and he's assisted up there for Vardy. If people haven't seen the Man United team news today, number 1 is David De Gea, number 5 is a fridge, number 23 is Luke Shaw, number 3 is Eric Bailly.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
So it's an £80 million fridge though. So,
it's
a lot of credit there. Number 2 is Lindelof, number 18, Bruno Fernandes, number 10, Rashford, number 21, Daniel James kept his place after the last week's performance. Number 17, the man who I think we can get at today and cause problems, Fred, in the middle of the park. Number 39, Scott McTominay, and number 9, Martial. I mean, the subs are them: Henderson, Taibi, Matic, Lindegaard, Pogba, Greenwood, Addison Cavalli, who should have been sent off the other night and missed this game after his stupidity, but they didn't get checked. Telles and Van de Beek. So, their bench isn't bad either. But how do you feel this game's going today then, Jamie? With the two lineups, do you think we'll be very similar, match them 3 at the back today?
Oh, yeah, it'll be definitely 3 at the back. I'd have been More pleased if it's been at Old Trafford because our away form is far superior than our home form at the minute. But I think it's early goal. Whoever gets that early goal, I think, will be the one that wins it. If Man U get the early goal, they'll sit back and do the counter-attacking football like we've got to try and stop them doing. But if we get it, the pressure's going to be on them to do it. And I think it all depends on who gets that first goal, to be honest, Tom. I really do. I mean, did you know we'd only won 1 in the last 14 games against Man U?
Yeah, we've always had a tricky game at home to Man United. Even away, we've never really had a great result. So was it Tony Cottee the last time we won there? 97?
No, the last time we won was the 5-3 game.
Oh, and I went at Old Trafford away from home.
This is just in the last 14 games. Home.
Yeah, just 14 games. But yeah, I mean, like you say, it's going to be a tricky game. Let's bring Mark in, see his views. Afternoon, Mark. You all right?
Merry Christmas, boys. We're in
Hello, Mark.
We're in tier 4 in Norfolk, but as you know, Norwich don't stay in the top tier for too long.
And the tractor boys have disappeared. How do you feel today's going to go, Mark? Are you happy with the lineup?
Good team, good setup. I was a bit concerned about not having under in there, but the only thing I can think of is he's had a knock or he's pulled something or, he's injured.
He might be saving him for the Palace game. We've got 2 games in 48 hours, but I think it's more to do with an injury than anything, to be honest.
I think it is, Jamie.
Just a slight knock. Probably tripped over one of them new paving stones. Oh, is that the one I'm getting? Oh, Mark's gone. I think he's shot off.
Drop him out.
Unfortunately.
A few comments from people saying about the team news. Fee, hi Jamie.
Hello, Fee. How are you?
Huge game. Fed up with losing to United. If we get their defence, there's attack. We need time. Totally agree. It's going to be an interesting game today for me. Dom from the States. Good morning, Tom and Jamie.
Kegs and eggs time. Kegs and eggs. Go Foxes.
Morning.
Have you put the link in, Tom? Is there anybody joining? Have you put the link up?
I thought I'd put it in there. Let me have a look. If I haven't,
I don't think you shove the link on and shove it in. Let's get people on. Let's get their views. We love having their views on.
No, I find it. Talking about people and links, let's bring J and R in for their views this morning. Oh my, that's a bit bright for this time of the morning.
Jesus.
With eyes.
Oh wow.
What's going on? Is everything else in the washing machine or something?
Yeah, 999. I think someone's escaped from Alcatraz prison.
Morning, boys.
Morning, lads. Are you all had a good Christmas?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Did you enjoy your vignette, Jamie, on the beach?
I did that weeks ago. Ross. What are you going on about?
It does look like a vignette, though. It's pretty cool.
It's nice to see you come out the wardrobe, though, Ross.
Yeah, well, I'm in my sister's bedroom at me. I'm just upstairs. My son's downstairs, my nephew. So just thought I'd come up for a few minutes because it's causing havoc.
I bet they are wreaking havoc.
You're not kidding. So no, tough game today. It might be. This is a terrible joke. The Christmas jokes around, but it might be under the weather. You never know. I think someone's just put that in the chat. I thought I'd put it up there just before someone else says it. But no, Man U. I mean, last time we beat him, obviously, is arguably one of the most famous games in the Premier League's history. So it'll be a tough game today, and hopefully we can get that first goal. Yeah, and obviously, I know we don't like to talk about it, but them 3 letters will be very crucial.
Don't say it. That's all
I'm going to say. The 3 letters will be most crucial in today's game. I think whoever gets the first decision for him, I think that's who will win the game. But we need to stop. Obviously, it's a penalty derby, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
So I imagine that no penalties in this game. That'd be insane. That would be insane. But now I think my prediction will be. I'm going by. I think 2. I think I said 3-2. I think I said it on Lox's "Come On You Fox" quiz show over day. I said 3-2 Leicester. I think Vardy will get a few. I think did they say about a Maguire own goal or something for Lox's bet, or was it Lox's own goal? Was it? Or was it sent off?
I think so. I can't remember. Such a long time ago. Friday, Christmas Eve was.
Oh right, okay. And so my family liked the Christmas video, by the way. We checked with my son at the end.
Oh, did they enjoy it?
Yeah, so my Nana, obviously, my auntie's with me and Anna at the minute. She's in a obviously where in a bed, and she absolutely loved it. Put a big smile on her face to see it. So, just before I go as well, I'm just going to click on the set. But it's my nephew's birthday tomorrow. He's here. He's 1 year. He'll be turning 1 tomorrow. Would you like to say hello on Leicester Fan TV? Okay.
Oh.
If he can say hello, I'll be very surprised.
That's Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
And this is
Hello, Charlie. How are you?
He's called Tommy.
Good right, name. Tommy. Rock on, Tommy.
He'll be opening a special kit with his special kit. So let's just say I've got one of them on as well. So yeah, and that's my other nephew as well. Say hello, Ollie Joe. Hello. No, he don't understand. Yeah, it's all nephews and kids. So I thought, I'd go anyway. But yeah, I think 3-2 Leicester. I'll probably back on later on. That's why I give it short and sweet because of these three. So
no problem. Cheers.
That's your short. That's your short and sweet, is it, Ross?
Yeah. Well, I won't say short and sweet. It's just the sweet part.
Oh.
No, right, that's.
Cheers, then, Ross. Cheers,
mate. Catch on in a bit.
In a bit, mate. And we'll go to the Dutch fan.
Jack, so what's with the red? What's with the red? Don't you know who we're playing today?
No,
Orangey red. You shouldn't be having red on.
American prison, Jamie.
Orange is the new black.
Called Breakout.
So what's your think on the team then, Jack?
I'm glad Brendan's kept the same team. I think we can get to Man United today. I don't see why not. They've obviously playing a 5 at the back, aren't they? With Luke Shaw and Dan James will play right backs. So I'm not too worried. Like as I said to TalkSport, I ain't worried about this weekend. I think we can beat them. You just got to think positive, like we did against Tottenham. So if we can keep the same game running and the same game plan, and do what we did to Tottenham to Man United, then they could be in some serious trouble because they don't know how to defend, really.
No, I think you've made some points to me. Someone's just putting on here. Let's see some of the comments coming in. Maguire's trash.
Well, that's what you get for a fridge.
Own goal. Maguire own goal. Lox is the next show dressed as a secret. I'll put that one to Amanda in a bit. I think we might need to. Facebook user City to win 3-1. Michael, hello from the States. 2-0 Leicester. Come on, you Foxes. Hi, all. Merry Christmas to Leicester City family. 3-1 Leicester, Stevie Yates. I mean, a lot of positivity today. I mean, I was positive this morning when we could get something. Look, Man United haven't got, well, they've won every game away from home. It's one of those now. It's time after the performances at home for us to change it around and us to have the good performance today and really show the league what we're about. Because the win today puts us a point behind Liverpool with a game played more, but it moves us that gap between us, Chelsea and Man City to about 7 or 8 already in the season. What could be crucial going down to the end of the season with how many games are coming. That, as we say, we play Man United today, we have one day off and then we go to Palace. I mean, there's going to be a lot of interesting tactics today with the squad. You know, I can see if we're winning, Vardy might come off early enough if they can afford to do it. But I also can see we're going to Palace and playing Nacho because he knows he can go and do the job. Where are we going?
It depends what we've got. It depends what we've got because of injuries and that on for Monday. Yes. So God knows what's going to happen with this team. He did the team last year, though, didn't he? We had the same kind of turnaround. I think it might have been slightly less. And we went to West Ham and beat them 2-1 with 9 changes. So we'll just have to wait and see. But Palace will be a different option compared to what West Ham were last year, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. Let me bring Mark back in. He's joined us. Here we go. Right, that better, Mark?
I'm back with you. Sorry about Norfolk. A little bit rural, shall we say.
A little bit rural.
Rural. Yeah,
well, we can't
have the internet's a bit shite, to be honest.
Well, we're just doing it by audio at the minute because we can't see. Can anybody see him?
No.
I can see him, just about.
Oh, you can see him? Oh, yeah. I can't see him at all for me.
Just quickly, get your score line for today's game.
You're right, mate.
What do you think the score's going to be, Mark?
3-1 Leicester.
Who's going to score? Who's going to score first?
Madison.
Madison, 3-1. Fair play, fair play. I'm going to drop you out, Mark, because I can barely hear you and it's a poor connection. Hopefully you can come on at the end, mate. All right.
All right, pal.
Thanks, mate. Bye. Jack, what are you going for today, mate?
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I think we can win today. I'm staying positive, innit? Like, you should. But, like, Talk Sport tried twisting things a bit, didn't they? But I ain't taking that from them, you know.
Talk Sport, he keeps going on about Talk Sport. He keeps dropped it a few times. Did you go on Talk Sport by any chance? You haven't mentioned it yet this morning.
Oh, no.
Twisting it. Jack's words have been twisted, by the way, if anyone thinks that he was on Talk Sport, of course.
Go on, Jack. Carry on.
Yeah, I think we'll win 2-1 today. I can see Vardy getting one and Tillemans from distance.
Well, Joanna agrees with you. She's gone a 2-1 to Leicester. Vardy score from the penalty. That'd be a Maguire foul.
Could be a Fernandes.
Well, we know we've got two people on the pitch who can take penalties in Vardy and Fernandes, so it could be an interesting competition if the referee gives. But I think the referee's Mike Dean into it today.
Yes. The thing is, though, can you see Maguire scoring today? Because I can. It's going to happen, isn't it?
Well, you could see Big Wes beating him in the air.
Big Wes, he ain't playing.
Little Wes for far.
Little Wes.
So
he said Big Wes then for a minute.
Let's see what Man U boys are going to say. The Man U heartbeat. They said 3-1 United. It's interesting scorelines. And then it is our way form is title winning. I'd be worried if we were at Old Trafford. So he's honest. He has said it a lot.
True.
It's true, yeah. But there's always
the same
a time
as us, isn't it?
to an end.
Our away form is better than our home form. So we've just got to be careful, haven't we? That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Today's games in some way is the one that is the opportunity for them to turn the form around against a big club, a team that we're going to be competing with for that top 4 at the end of the season if you want to get Champions League football. And you've got to pick these points up at home. You can't rely on the away form all the time. I know it's been brilliant, and in some ways we're doing it role reverse. We're winning the away games and getting points at home, but you've got to start turning his home form back into the fortress that it was like 2 or 3 years ago and start picking up win after win after win and getting in momentum, because momentum in football is massive. Jamie, before I bring Baldy Lox in, what do you think the scoreline is going to be today, mate?
I know we haven't drawn yet this season, but I'm going to go for 2-2. Sorry, I'm going to go for 2-2. Tough. It's going to be tough because Man U play
that season, mate, when Maguire made it 2-2.
Man U make it difficult away from home for the opposition. So I'm going to go for 2-2, but it all depends on that early goal. Whoever gets that early goal, that'll be whoever scores it. I think will come away with the 3 points. I hope Leicester win. I really want Leicester to win, but I just think it's going to be 2-2. I really do. Unfortunately.
Let me bring Lox in.
We have got a good record.
There he is.
When scoring first at home.
How are you, Lox? How are you, pal?
A bit rough today, mate. Yeah.
It's only Christmas. It's only Christmas. It's not your birthday.
Not feeling great today, but
It's that gin, Lox.
I know. I can't. Yeah, I'm not on the gin today. I can't stomach it today. So
good to see professional Lox.
I'm on the cider today. On the cider.
Did you, Lox? Did you know that Jack was on TalkSport this week?
No, I heard. I think. Yeah. Jack, did you get a new camera for Christmas? You look clear today, mate. Clearer than normal.
Well, Haley brought me one of them broadcasting lamps in it to put behind the phone.
Oh, there we go.
I don't have to put money in the electric then just to keep it on.
You don't need a lamp, mate, with that top on, Jesus. Lox,
did you get use your Lynx gift set yet, pal?
No, but I used the other thing.
Oh dear, there's always one.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Well, before I go, what do you think the score's going to be then? Lox, come on. Big decision for you, straight off. Hit us with
it. Am I going to be honest like I was last week, or because obviously last week I said we'd lose? Honest. All right. I'm going to get slack for this. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Manchester United.
Hold on a minute. There we go. It's gone.
That's it.
Yeah, but last week
we'll take it because he said 2-0 to Tottenham and
he said 2-0, didn't it? And
last week he did, yeah. And then the one.
We need to discuss the Bolding Lox challenge because seeing that you're now back in Man United and the opposition again, surely if Man U win 2-1, you've got to shake your head.
Can we? Sorry, before we talk about that, can we just talk about I'm so skeptical's comment, like the first part of that, like
Lox is looking fresh.
Lox is looking fresh.
Baby
no, don't bring that one up, Tom. Don't bring it up, Tom.
Bring it up, Tom.
I've got some good luck there for today. I've got Mr. Vardy with me, so he's going to sit here on my laptop, bringing us luck. Yeah, Lox. I believe we'd already chosen it. I think. Well, there was two options, and we had to pick. It was either Jamie Vardy hat trick or Harry Maguire own goal. So it's up to you guys, whichever you want. They're good for me because they're quite, you're asking a lot.
Well, at the first half, Maguire own goal, and the second half, a Jamie Vardy penalty. Hat trick.
90th minute.
Well, to complete his hat trick.
See, the thing is, I can see Maguire getting an own goal as well, so it's not great.
Yeah, let's do it that one. Let's do it that one. Maguire
own goal, or a Maguire goal. Any goal, goal, or
no. We don't want a Maguire goal.
Okay, own goal.
Lox does because he wants Man U to win 2-1 by the sounds of it.
It is, isn't it?
Any goal.
He's jumping on Jack's ship, isn't he? Wearing that red.
It's orange.
I was going to say it's Dutch.
That line don't do it very. That line don't do you very good.
Raymond van Barneveld.
He's yellow.
Something like that. Anyway.
Hang on,
right, I'm going to go, lads. I'll leave you to it. So I'm going to go and set it up.
Fair play to him. I hope he does.
Yeah, Vardy once got a hat trick against Man City, and Man City are better than you guys. So
Man City.
And Man City are better than Man United. Let's be fair here. So it's not that much of a stretch, is it?
Well, Man City are actually a team in Manchester, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
And fans.
Yeah, Man U fans all come from Cornwall, don't they? And Devon and stuff like that.
London, Cockneys.
They all come from abroad, don't they, Jamie?
What are you trying to say, Jack? What are you trying to say?
Tourism, there's nothing wrong with tourism. Let's put it out there.
Once a blue, always a blue. That's what I'm saying. It does, isn't it?
I'm just struggling today. That's it.
I must admit, Lox, you do look a bit pale today, pal.
Mate, I'm not in the best of shape here, but
very professional, Tom, isn't it? Very professional, that isn't it?
Am I carrying the show again, the Lox, like last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Have you seen through it? This will get me through it. So give me a few.
Have you seen the comment from CR31 on YouTube? He's waiting to catch his plane in America.
Is he?
Yeah, he's waiting to catch his plane in America.
We're quite right now because nothing closed in the US due to our good old Donald.
CF, who do you mean? Who do you mean, Trump or Biden? Which one are you meaning is in charge?
I was thinking Trump or was he on about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Which one is it? Both are a bit, But
right, I'm going to go, lads. So I'll speak to you sometime during the game or after the game, pal.
Yeah,
we'll see you later, and see if the boss is back soon as well.
It's Christmas, doing his Christmas chores, isn't he, today? So we'll leave you to do them.
Anyway, come on, Leicester. See you later.
Lox, I'm going to step out for a minute to go and grab a beer. If you continue, so I've not had time to do anything, but seeing the gaffer dropped us in it to do this now.
No, go for it, mate. Go for it. All right, pal. Oh, he's back. And he's gone again. Oh, right. Well, I wasn't prepared to take over here because I'm feeling awful. But anyway, let's get some comments in. Just see what some people are saying. Andy says, Tom will be doing the show on his own again, as Lox will spend most of the show in the bog. Well, I spent a lot of time last night on the bog, or head in the bog.
I'll tell you, My night was just messed and drinking too much gin and vodka and stuff like that, and
Prosecco, gin.
The wrong way. It felt I were in heaven, walking on the clouds.
Honestly, mate, it's worse. The worst thing when you wake up and like my head.
Oh, the headache, yeah. Oh.
Mate, it's all over the place, mate. It's awful. Cheers, Susie. Appreciate the support there. You look rough. I feel it. Kenneth says, "Come on, Leicester. It's going to be a great win for us today." What was your prediction, Jack? I didn't hear it.
2-1 to us.
2-1. 2-1.
United. I backed my own team.
You said 2-1. I said 2-1 as well, but just,
it could be an interesting game, I think. Obviously, Mike Dean don't stand no messing about with the cards, so it could be an interesting.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's Maguire walking out. If anyone's watching on BT, it's showing Maguire walking out with the team. They are, for Scum United, Jack, VAR, they love a bit of VAR. Manchester United.
Barchester, yeah. Bruno Fernandes.
Barchester United. I could see them getting a penalty, mate. I could see them getting a penalty.
Well, hopefully, that's when we're 2-0 up.
Do you reckon it's a? Do you reckon it is a 4 or a 5 or a 3, whatever, 4 or a 3 today?
I think it'll be a 5 at the back, like we did against the Tottenham game. Normally, when we lead at home, we've got a good record in going on to win the match. So hopefully, if we can get the first goal, it'd be an interesting insight into what's going to happen next. But if VAR plays its part, it's going to be a big point calling in this game, but it ruins every game of football anyway. So
someone's made the point here. We've also won quite a few penalties, haven't we?
Yeah.
So it could be a.
Vardy scored every single one, hasn't he? Apart from the second one against Wolves. So.
Yes, it could be a few. It could be a couple of penalties in there. Who knows? Last couple of comments here. Mark says, "Let's hope the ref favours us for a massive change." Dean don't like us. Well, I don't think from what I've seen this season, mate. Not many refs do like us, but that one. Who was it? It was Craig Dawson.
That's not just this season, is it? That's over the years. If you look at Lee Mason and Craig Pawson, and referees like that. They don't deserve to be managing in the biggest league going.
Absolutely not. Here's a point though. We have won some penalties, but we don't dive for them.
No, we don't dive. We actually get touched in it, unlike Fernandes, who actually dived on that Villa player's lap that time.
Yeah. By the way, guys, you can click the link whenever you want throughout the game. We'll get your thoughts on. Just click this link whenever you fancy. Let's get last comment here. Gray, don't be afraid to scream when Vardy scores a brace. Oh, right, yeah. Oh. One thing I did want to speak to you quickly about, Jack. Obviously, just before we let you go, obviously, Under looks injured. I think injured. That's why he's not on the bench today. I imagine it's because he's injured. So, what does that say when we still don't bring Damari Gray onto the bench, even though we've only got the only player on the bench who can play on the wing, if you like, is Perez.
Yeah.
But still no Damari Gray. Do you think his time's definitely done now? Yeah.
Gray would finish way before now. I don't rate him at all. If Brendan Rodgers knows he ain't being that team, it just shows he ain't good enough for the Premier League. I think he's a Championship player at best.
Yeah.
Slimani's the same. He ain't playing as much. He's dropped down to the under-23s now. But it could be a case where he saves him for the Crystal Palace game on Monday.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Right, perfect, Jack. Thanks for joining. Come back at half-time or whenever. Well, just maybe click the link when Vardy scores a hat-trick in the first 10 minutes of the game, eh? Click on, mate. Cheers. Speak to you soon.
Mate, see you.
Cheers. Here we go, Tom. Right, it's just me and you. Right, let me get this thing put out live. I'm struggling to type, mate. How bad is that, eh? That's how bad I am.
I don't think
you want then, Tom? Corona.
Big bottle of Corona tonight. Christmas
the
presents.
Beer of 2020, I hear.
Exactly.
There we go. Live. It's just about to kick off. Players are just taking the knee. And
we said earlier, Mike Dean's the referee today, so it'd be interesting to see.
Let me know when you kick off, Tom.
Now.
Yeah, there we go. We're level.
Come on, Fox.
I feel like today, don't I?
Bridge into bridge. Have you been sick this morning? Is it that bad?
Hold on, let me try and wait. Does this help? Does this help? Oh, no, look, I don't think that helped at all. It made me look worse because it's made me more green. Was I sick this morning? No, it was last night. It was before midnight, so it was yesterday.
That's all right. It's counted yesterday. What were you drinking all yesterday?
Started off with some Prosecco at 8 a.m.
Did it go down with your mum and dad that you were very ill?
No. Moved on to the beer, and then to the gin, and then to the Baileys, and then back to the gin, and then back to the head in the toilet. Right, Man United
got the ball, edge of the area, and still on the edge of the area. Fred, edge of the area. Bruno Fernandes chipped it. Radford on his own and over the crossbar, free header, 5 yards out, and he missed it completely. Man United should be 1-0 up after 1 minute and 14 seconds of the match. Ping ball down the edge, came to Bruno Fernandes, lovely little dunk ball. Rashford is on sides, 7 yards out, and heads it over the crossbar. Whole goal, no one around him, bread and butter finish. Anyone like Shearer, Chris Sutton, would have finished that for his tea. Rashford has headed it over the crossbar. Not very, very poor from Rashford there. I was expecting
it. Should been Evans or Castagna on in there, mate.
I'd be honest, mate. I think we were all at seas at the back. The ball was pinging around that much. No one knew where each Man United player was. For me, I think it's probably Johnny Evans' man at the back post. I think Fanny was playing probably the right hand side of him.
Yeah.
That's a let-off. That's a big let-off.
Simon said Under's not injured, saving him for the next match. No, because why? If he was saving him, he'd just still be on the bench, wouldn't he, in case we need him?
You would hope so, but then again, we never know with Brendan. He likes to change up. But then I said earlier, if you win in the game, he might turn around and want to bring on two solid midfielders in Mendy and Hansa with 10 minutes to go and try and. Leicester are trying to play out here, by the way, and getting themselves into all mess, but have luckily got the ball. Maddison will spin it wide to Albrighton just inside the Man U half. Justin will make an overlapping run and get the ball. Justin will ping it into the box. Vardy over the crossbar. Unlucky by Jamie Vardy. Kicked at it with his foot. Had to go over the top of the by his head. But it was lovely from Leicester down the right side. Albrighton into Justin. First time cross on the right. Vardy made the run to the front post, flicks his foot out, and it just goes over the crossbar. That's better from Leicester. But they did get themselves in a position by trying to pass it out from the back and nearly got caught out. So they've got to be careful, Leicester. We know Man U are going to try and high pressers. Oh dear, Lox.
It's a 8.2% cider and all that.
Leicester win the ball back edge of the area. Vardy into Maddison. Maddison skips. And Fred gets a tackle in. If he doesn't, he's into the box. And Man U will come across. Albrighton will win the ball back. Steps over Fernandes and wins it back. He got one-on-one with Luke Shaw. A little step over again. Send Shaw the wrong way. He goes backwards. It'll go to Justin into Ndidi. And Leicester will just slow it down a bit now. Try and keep the ball. Not panic. That's better. This game is wide open. Do you know what? Yes, it is. We're only 3 minutes.
It was always going to be, mate, wasn't it? It was always going to be.
Well, I felt today, if Leicester had any chance of winning, they had to get it. Fred. That's a foul. That's the first Fred is fouled now. That's got to be a one totting up. After last weekend's shocker performance from the referee where Højbjerg did 5 fouls, 3 of them easily yellow cards. Set away down the left-hand side, it'll be Timmy Castagna. He'll run at his man. He'll pull it back. Oh, it's just the cross was a bit low, but we've got in there.
I was just going to say, mate, obviously, because Man United are playing a three this game, aren't they, I believe? It looks like. Because obviously their right backs, Wan-Bissaka, he's injured, so it looks like they're playing the 3 centre halves.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm saying this because obviously that ball there from Tielemans through where the right back would be. We know, Leicester know very well the negatives of this formation. They know what the problems are to this formation. So you'd think that we'd be able to kind of capitalise on that, I mean, stuff like that, even the balls behind.
Rashford runs a man, past 1 man, past 2 men, ricochets. Again, Johnny Evans will clear out for a throw to Man United. I mean, Rashford ran good 40 metres there with the ball at his feet and no one put a challenge until he got within 10 yards, well, it's about 5 yards of the box there. You've got to get on top of it quick. You can't let Rashford start dancing around people because we know he can do it.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Madison masterclass today, I reckon. Well, with them new boots, what I've seen today of his.
I saw them, mate. I saw them.
Oh, into the back there, referee. No, not a foul. Like I say, you know, Fred's now committed one foul. Oh, Tillemans tries to play. He'll come to Albrighton. He'll do a little flick over his head. So Luke Shaw win it back. Got to step into them, Leicester. We're letting Manu have the ball. Martial, first time shot. P rolls across
Ice cold, Martial.
Flicked it up and P rolls.
Oh, well, I do need a Leicester win to cheer me up today, mate. But we don't have a great record on Boxing Day, do we? We don't have a great record.
We've only won one against Manu in the last 14 games, and that was a 5-3 victory. Anyway, I didn't realise that was how bad it had got in all competition. But we do give them good games. We've got good results, and you know, draws against the draw when we won the league. Draw 2 seasons after that when Maguire scored at the back post, the 2-2 game. The one where Mahrez ran the length of the pitch, then slid in Vardy for finished all over the clock. Ooh, right idea, because Vardy was left on with 2 on at the back. Emmanuel
Both games were 1-1, right? In the title winning season. Both games were 1-1.
Vardy and
it's 11. It's heaven for Jamie Vardy.
So Vardy scored in that one, and then Bruce. In the one at Old Trafford, goal scorers from them were Martial at the back post in the 1-1 draw, and they signed him from
Schweinsteiger.
That's it. Was in so yeah, but we had a 2-2 recently. 2-2, I think it was. Mata scored, and then the £80 million fridge at the back post bundled himself around and got a goal. But we'll take it. Was
that right at the start of the season? No, it wasn't, was it?
No, it was Christmas time. It was a Christmas game round, probably about mid-December time we played them. We got a 2-2 draw at King Power. Leicester go again down the left-hand side into Barnes. He'll keep this ball in. No, Timmy's Cassagna, sorry, he'll keep the ball in. Ball to Tillemans. Tillemans to whip it into the goal. Headed away by Baye. Dangerous ball there, heading straight towards De Gea. Any flick on it would send it on a different direction. And that Rashford will try and do Justin. Justin will just run and get the ball back. Rashford thought he was going to knock it past him and run in behind. He ain't getting even near Justin. Well played, James Justin, again. Timmins Barnes down the left-hand side, sorry. Poor ball. Tried to pick out Maddison in the area and rolled it straight to Fred. But Fred's the one for me. He's the weak link for Man United. He likes to take 2, 3, 4 touches every time he gets the ball. He will not pass it first time. De Gea just absolutely...
Am I being harsh? You've got to...
I think for me, Albrighton should have shot there for me. I really do. So ball was played back to De Gea, who kicked it straight out. Albrighton nicked it.
Everyone.
Martial runs in. He's 18 on out. He tries to play Rashford here with a shocking ball. Bless your play out again. This game is wide open. Well, what I put at the other end was De Gea tried to put a ball out band, played it straight into the path of Albrighton, but he was literally on the goal line, very tight to think of it. Vardy running behind. I don't know if he's off. There's no flag. Vardy puts it wide of the post, and we'll see. The flag goes up now. I don't know if he was offside or not. Let's have a look. Ball's played. Yes, he's offside. He would have been offside if the goal had gone in. The liner keeps his flag down. Most ridiculous rule in football. He puts it wide, and the flag goes up after. So De Gea tries to go off. The ball bounces. It gets to De Gea's feet. I'll give credit to De Gea because it was very awkward. Albrighton then it bounces right in front of him. It bounced backwards under his feet. He then tries to flick it away with his right foot. Gets no power. It misses Vardy, but comes to Albrighton. He hasn't really got an angle to shoot at. Who slides it back, thinking someone's coming in.
De Gea looks like he's got a bit of a tweak in his back. Oh, and to be fair, yeah, mate. I mean, the Vardy one doesn't matter anyway because it's offside. But that Albrighton to Maddison one for me, we've got to be doing better there. We've got to. That's a goal for me. Surely it's got to be a goal. But oh well, it is football.
Rashford on the left plays in Luke Shaw. Cuts inside and gives the ball back to Schmeichel. De Gea is touching his back at the moment, so he might have had a little twinge. But then again, he had to kick the ball away so quickly it bounced. De Gea trying to beat Alisson.
Yeah. See, William says if the player is blatantly offside, the flag should be put up. For me, mate,
That was close. It was too close.
But I'm not even on about that. I'm on about I just don't think that's right, because then it's just another thing for referees or officials to do wrong. It's another thing that they could get wrong.
If they're miles offside, then yes, the flag should go up for me, because the amount of times wasted, Barnes will knock it past his man. That's the first foul, referee. Second foul, referee pulls it back. So that'll be Dan James on a warning from the ref after 10 minutes. No card, but it'll be the first one tossing up procedure. They say now 3 fouls normally equals a yellow card. I mean, he does his man all ends up, Barnes. Let's not put no past him. Daniel James is no slug, is he, really? No. He's rapid. So Barnes has done him there.
Yeah. No, I get it if he's way offside. Gray says, still keep getting error validating when I try and send a super sticker. Mate, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. But it must be down. Yeah,
it's got to be a YouTube thing then, our side of it, mate. Barnes into the feet of Vardy, doesn't get through. Good idea, but couldn't make it happen there. But the options are there. What's nice to see, we're actually pressing. We are pushing. This is again Barnes putting Lindelof. Cassania putting Lindelof back, and it'll be a throw to Leicester in line with the 18-yard box. But all down to Timothy Cassania pressurising him. Leicester win the ball and give it away. Johnny Evan wins it over the line, and it'll drift out for a throw in again. But
go on?
I'll just say the pressure there is what we've got to do against Man U. Look, they might be scoring goals and been looking great. I watched them against Everton; they look great, but Everton didn't put any pressure on Man United in the first half.
What was I going to say? Did you spoke about Maddison's boots a minute ago, Tom, mate? Did you see the tweet? Some guy obviously bought his son some boots, football boots, because they were the same as Madders, and then he came out and he
released those boots.
And now he's got new ones, and his son's like, I want these ones instead. I'll stick with footballers, win it. Daniel James in the back, pushing the back there. I thought, yeah, it's going to be a free
offside.
Kick. Oh, offside. Charlie says, I'd take a point today, to be honest. I'd take a point. Day.
Well, they ran into the back of him, but didn't really do anything to send him down like he did.
I'd say I'd take a point, but from how the game's gone so far, actually, I think we could get a win. It's just that look, mate. Let's be real here. Man United attacking players are quality, yeah, world class. Majority of them.
Look at the bench.
What?
Look at the bench for Man U, and you can bring on Eric Cavani.
Edison Cavani.
Edison Cavani. I mean, don't get me wrong, he shouldn't be even on the bench today. He should have been sent off against Everton because he grabs the bloke around the throat. And again, I've never one. That's Tommy. That's another foul. So they're totting up between the Man U boys now. These fouls are. I mean, then Diddy wins it. He does go over the top of Bruno Fernandes, but Fernandes makes no attempt to win the ball. I mean, to even jump for the ball. He's just waiting for him to run in. I mean, for me, the other night, Hernandez should have been booked for his foul. What made Richarlison go off for me?
That was bad.
That disgusting push. Had no intent to fall. Little barge. Send him into Baye. Baye's not even going for the ball, and then he's probably out for 4 weeks now with concussion. I don't know if he's got it or not, but he didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
I don't see many of non-Leicester pages giving us a chance in predictions, but that's where we are best, isn't it? I think the problem you guys at the moment is our season in a whole has been up and down. It's like I say, it's a roller coaster of being a Leicester fan, and if you look where we are at the moment, our home form has been miserable. 4 wins in the league. I won't count the Europa Cup games, but 4 home wins out of 7, and the losses to Villa, Fulham, and West Ham is what's costing us from not being higher up. Not to say high because we only can be one more place, but Tielemans broke forward, gets hold up. See, that's for me where you're trying to overplay. You've got the ball, you've just won it back, and now you should be stopping. You've caught the ball up, everyone's gone past you. You've tried the hardest ball possible, what's sliding in behind someone when you've got 6 players in front of you. Go back, that's where we need then to go, right, come backwards, slow it down a bit. You've got the ball, they've all dropped into the box. Who's wide of you? Who can run onto that ball and take a shot or push it wide to the right or left? Leicester will take throw and lose it. Fred, good tackle by Ndidi on Fred.
Vardy fancies this today, mate. I can see it.
He's just crunched into Bruno Fernandes. Vardy did to win the ball back and got a throw from it.
That's a lovely ball there from Fernandes. That is to Rashford at the back post.
It's Johnny Evans' man. Why he's not going down there? You got to head the ball down for me there. He's onside.
There's Cavani, quality player.
Yeah, absolutely top draw, mate.
Oh, Fernandes has got a nick there, probably caused by Varda.
That's good. He still wants the ball, though, mate. If you watch him, he might. Yeah, he's still wanting the ball. He's not bothered about being. I mean, he's come from Portugal, mate, and their league is vicious at times. You know, he's used to being kicked about the park. I
love it. I know this is kind of, some people wouldn't agree with a Leicester fan saying this, especially because we're playing against them, mate. But I don't see any problem in admiring players that don't play for us. Bruno Fernandes, I'm a big fan of him. I love him, mate. I love Bruno.
I'll go to a point at the early in the season when Pickford absolutely tackled Virgil van Dijk. And I remember the topic on one of the radio channels was, why is everyone happy that a player's got injured? You know, this and surely you should be wanting to see your team play against the best players, watch the best players. I'm one of those fans. I want to see when the teams come down. I want Leicester to win, but I want to see the Rashfords. Back in the day, the Beckhams, the Scholes, the Giggs. You want to see these players because we don't get to see them every week in, week out like the Man U fans do. So when a club comes to town as big as Man U and Liverpool and Chelsea, you want to see the big stars. I will never hide behind the screen on that, but I want Leicester to win still. Doesn't mean I don't want them to win, not win.
Yeah, this is what I mean, mate, because Leicester fans are very quick to say, like, but I agree, like the whole Sky Sports agenda or against Leicester, all of this. Like Leicester fans, we don't like it. Like I was listening to something the other day on TalkSport where someone said Vardy is, I can't remember who it was, but he said Vardy is one of the greatest goal scorers in Premier League history, which he is, no doubt about that, right? But other clubs, other fans agree with that. Some do, some don't. But I think we like to get credit where it's due. Leicester fans like to get credit where it's due. And obviously, I think we should be able to give out credit to other players. Maybe not obviously whilst we're playing them, like I just did to Bruno, but still, Bruno Fernandes for me, mate, is absolute pure quality. And I think since he's come into Man United, he's completely changed them. I mean, they're still inconsistent, Manchester United, but the amount of attacking options they have now, just going through him, are really good. I mean, his numbers say it all, Tom, don't they? He's won 3 Player of the Month awards since.
Oh, hold on, mate. Yeah, he has. I mean, he has been absolute class. I mean, different cup of tea there is. Ball be whipped in by Justin and go out for a first throw of the game on the 19th minute, into the 19th minute. Tillman has just got taken aback by Hernandez there. That was a naughty one from Hernandez. Little D. Bruno literally went through as he kicks it to leave his mark on him. Madders will come over and take this corner. What are we in? 18 minutes and 40 seconds. Maddison has a little wander over to the corner where the away fans would normally sat at the King Power to work out where we are in the pitch. He'll swing this one, an outswinger away from De Gea.
Merry Christmas, Maggie. Thanks for watching.
Ball will swing out. There's a train of Johnny Evans, Fofana and Justin. Ball swung away. Fofana to front post. Johnny Evans just over Johnny's head. Barnes heads it down. Sorry, Cassagna heads it down, and it'll get played to the left-hand side where Tillemans. He'll come back to Cassagna, to Ndidi, just on this centre circle. Come on, boys, give them the options.
Rashford and Martial having shocking bad seasons. Penalties have made Man U. Yeah, well, obviously they're always going to be. I mean, Leicester are in a better position than we would have been if we didn't have the penalty. Penalties win games at times, and it's like I mean, Vardy not as much anymore, Tom, but it used to be a big part of Vardy's game, going down. I'm not saying he was diving, but going down, obviously running because of his pace. a little touch on him when he's running at that pace, it can send him down. So it was a big part of Vardy's game.
Well, how many penalties have we won this season? So we got 2 at West Brom on the opening day.
Yeah.
You got these goals tallies add up, push you up higher up the league.
Man City, we got 2. Man City when we won
3.
3 penalties. Yeah, 3.
Cinnamon scored at the end.
We missed one, didn't we?
Wolves at home, 2 penalties. We missed 1. These tallies picks up, and that's why Vardy's up there with the goal scorers, because I think 6 goals are penalties this year.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at his goal scoring, I mean, he's now ball into the box, headed down.
Oh, handball!
That's half ball off the Barnes. Tinnerman with a cheeky half volleys. It came to him on the edge of the area, and it clips. Is it Barnes as he's coming out? Barnes Barnes jumps out of the way and gets smashed at it. But again, I wouldn't say it was a deliberate handball. His hands were down by his side and tucked in. I'm just looking at Vardy on the all-time record at the moment. He's 19th. He's 6 goals away from Gerrard on 120.
Steven Gerrard, who was playing in the Premier League from. I know he's not a striker. Luke Shaw in the box here for Manchester United. Rashford cleared by Ndidi.
He's on. Vardy's now on 114 goals. I mean, considering how many years he's actually been in the Premier League, that's some doing for Vardy to be up there with that kind of people around him. If you look at the players in front of him, Gerrard, York, Anelka, Kane.
Was Gerrard in the Premier League for 20 years? 20 years?
And he got 120 goals in that time in the Premier League.
I know it's midfielder, but still, for that, look at Lampard. Lampard's
you've got York, who's 3 in front of him on 123. Anelka's 125. Robbie Keane, 126, and Hasselbank 127. Then there's a massive jump to go into the next. As I said, this is where Vardy might be where he'd like to get, but he's got to find the goals over the next few years. Because
if he gets 20 more goals, where does that put him, Tom? 20 more?
He'll put him level with Robin van Persie, who's 13th on 144. Then you've got Sheringham on 100.
Rashford, it's a goal.
1-0
Manchester United.
Oh, boys. Well, he said the game was open, and it was definitely open there at the back by Leicester, who basically just give Man United the lead.
Come on, boys. Heads up.
Look, plenty of time left in this game. We played 22 minutes. Throw by Man United to Martial, plays it back, comes out to James, who cuts inside, pulls it to cross. I mean, Bruno's gets a little toe on it and slides it through to Rashford.
That's what we're talking about. So how it's very simple, mate. Just a little toe on it, as he's coming down, but it sets up a goal, mate. Look at that.
Little toe to flick it through to Rashford. It goes between Fofana and James, and Rashford on his right foot bends it into the bottom left-hand corner of Schmeichel's goal. Gasper dives to his left, but obviously he's got no chance that close. He puts it right in the bottom corner. Well, there we go.
As well, mate, is because Man United are most dangerous from counter-attacks. Like I expected today, if we concede goals, it's from a counter-attack. But that, or maybe set piece, but that, it's a cheap one, right? It's a cheap one.
Yeah, it's a silly goal to give away. I mean, for me, there, Daniel James shouldn't get away from his man on the edge of the area so easily.
That was Fofana, was it?
No, I think it was. Hang on. Barnes whips it in, kicked away, falls to Manu, edge of the area, falls again to Fred, who just hoofs it up in the air backwards. Barnes tries to do his man, but loses the ball, and it'll go back to Bruno Fernandes. He'll look up, try the ball. Oh, James is in behind, but can't get there. Fofana read it well there. Well played, Fofana. Again, there was the counter-attack what you're talking about, though, mate. Literally 1-2 touches into each man, more one-touch football, and they were away. But
and as you expect, mate, that's going to be the problem now. If we're going for it, we're always in the position. We may find ourselves now in several times where we are hit on the counter-attack from them, and we've got to obviously put up with it. With our attacking, with the numbers we've had this season, we can afford to go 1-0 down. I'd say. We could come back from this quite easily, but I think another one.
Like Marshall in behind on the edge of the box, pulls it back. Rashford blocked, and it'll sort of fall to Tielemans to clear.
That's a foul,
referee. No foul given. Tielemans blatantly blocked there. Barnes clears up nicely. Fair play to Harvey Barnes to track him back. But you know, once again, Leicester haven't played bad. Let me not get it wrong. They've actually created a couple of half-decent chances. You know, half. I mean half. They're half chances. They haven't really tested the hair yet, but they've played some good football at times to try and get Vardy, Barnes away.
Okay.
When you get your take, so Samuel, when's the takeover happening? When you're going to get Pep Guardiola at Lair?
Manager, to be fair, mate. I think he must be manager. Oh, look, it's disappointing, but the game ain't over.
No, of course not. We've got plenty of time. We only played 25 minutes. Just got to be more careful now because one more game and it makes it harder. No pride in the shirt. Say no pride in the shirt. We're battling for the ball there. I mean,
yeah, I like that. That was
Johnny
good.
Evans with a back heel. Pulls to Albright on the right. Flicks it to Justin down the right-hand side again. Albright makes the overlap. Ball in Vardy feet, the one you want. He puts in Jamie Vardy into the box. Vardy got takes one on his left. He had no option there from Leicester. That was the only problem there. He got blocked off by 4 men around him. He had no option. Hard to say what a ball by Justin again. He's onside. Well, Vardy is. It just couldn't run away from him. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Man U shirts in the box to Leicester's. No leadership in the shirt.
Steve Bruce is back.
Are we talking about Newcastle here?
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
Oh, okay, just checking.
He's gone, don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1-0 Manchester United. I think that goal went in about 22 minutes.
22, bang on the hour mark of the game in the first half. Cleared by Justin, ball in the back post. Oh, Fred nearly sets Vardy away.
We're putting pressure on them, though. We are putting pressure on them.
We are. I said to you earlier, we're pushing up the park at the moment. We are trying to, really get into Man United. We're not sitting back and letting them try to play out. We are pushing Man U, but their problem is doing that can leave gaps for us. I mean, if you looked at Tottenham last week, we let Tottenham have the ball and got to the halfway line. When they got to the halfway line, we pressured them and tried to make the mistakes. Ball again, just before halfway line, and we all come flying out, pushing them. But now the ball's in their back line. We're not high up. We're not pushing them. We're just sitting there. Go on, then. You come towards us. Maguire with a long ball over the top. And this will run out for a throw.
Do you reckon players had a bit to drink last night, mate? What do you reckon?
I think gone are the days of players drinking before a game, mate. Really? Well, maybe Vardy. Maybe Vardy. Maybe a glass. But I think they would have been told, come on. With 2 games in 48 hours, some of you will be playing. Like, no offense, some of these boys will play against Palace. Yeah. You got to remember that we haven't got a squad of another the depth to go. Okay, then we're going to change the whole team for Palace away. Doesn't happen.
Do you remember Wigan? You may remember it, mate. About 4 or 5 years ago, Wigan had Man United striker on loan, James Wilson, I think his name was.
He's now at Salford City.
Yeah, and he threw up, mate, on the pitch. He went to the corner flag and he threw up on Boxing Day because he'd obviously had too much the night before, mate. It was funny. It was live. It was live as well. It must have been the championship game on or something, and he threw up. Don't know what to say. I'm speechless. It's not too bad, MTRs. It's 1-0. You know what I mean?
It's a great play. I mean, it's a poor throw. James picks a ball up, picks a ball up, and Johnny Evans has lost him there for me. Johnny Evans loses James on the edge of the area, who then gets a free pass.
What do you think of James Justin there coming in?
I mean, it's one of them for me. Fafana should have gone the press, and Justin should have gone wide for me and followed his man. I understand why he's tried to do it, but he's tried to overcomplicate it for me there on that basis that one man goes to the ball, the other one drops and follows the player making the run. Because like we saw against Fulham, when Fafana tried to make the press and got left one-on-one, the easy options there. As soon as you press, you leave the option of a slide ball through your defence every time. And when you've got players like Rashford and Martial running behind, you can't make those mistakes because 9 times out of 10 they will punish you.
If you look at the stats on the screen now as well, we've got a 79% pass accuracy to a 80%. So,
Luke Shaw wins the ball back. Manu coming down the left-hand side. And Justin with a great tackle to win it back. And plays in Albrighton. Albrighton will lose the ball to Fred. sometimes I think we're just trying to overdo it there. You know, for me, Mark's look up, give the ball backwards. You had a free man behind you in, Justin. You didn't need to overcomplicate it. And I think we are at the moment. We are trying to overcomplicate the situation. It's 1-0, not panicking. We don't need to panic.
Thoughts on this?
Yeah, Evans needs to drop when Cags returns. That leaves you a very, very young, inexperienced centre back pairing for me. Much as Sancho's done well in the last 18 months, he has been brilliant. Let's not forget about the performance away at Bournemouth. We can't forget these little things. That shows to me he's not ready to lead the team yet as a back line, because he needs to be able, if you look at Johnny Evans, I know he got sent off against Man U for a stupid tackle, and it was a silly tackle, but I just think we just leave ourselves very inexperienced if we don't play Evans there. Evans has been brilliant this season for me as well. I can't really think. I think he maybe had 1 point. Brighton whips it in. Oh, nearly felt adjusted from his own cross. And Leicester win the ball back to Addison into Harvey Barnes. Has a shot.
Oh,
yes! Goal! Harvey Barnes! Left-footed power driver into the back of the net. And that'll be 30 minutes. Leicester City 1, Man United 1.
Mate, what a goal that is. Harvey Barnes with the goal, a great goal as well. And as Tom said, that is 1-1.
So it all started off. I was going to say, it all starts with a mess up in the back four for Man United. Justin plays one in. Fred and Maguire getting each other's way. Maguire laying on the floor, flicks the ball out to Hernandez, who loses it to Maddison. Maddison lays it across the box to Barnes. Barnes takes a touch, left-footed, and smashes it with his left foot past the hair into the corner of the net. That's a great finish from Barnes, and that's what we've been asking for Barnes to do. Get your shots on target, test the goalkeeper ball, not smash them over the bar. Well done, Harvey Barnes. Got us back into this one now. There we go, boys, with 15 minutes to go in the first half. Leicester 1-1, and I think deservedly so. I don't think we've been outplayed that much to be behind anyway.
You got the assist there, did you know? It was Maddison, wasn't it?
Maddison will get the assist on that, mate, yeah.
What a finish. Congrats, Harvey. Harvey, you lads are well behind. That goal went in 30 seconds ago. Well, stop watching. Barnes is unstoppable when he's in form. Brilliant finish. He is. Yeah, brilliant finish from Taz, mate. That was quality.
Justin down the left-hand side, right-hand side again. Plays in all Brighton, overlapping run. Corner ball to Leicester. Leicester against the momentum.
Come on, lads! Yes, get in, man. Bruno schooled. Remember, guys, please, if you're watching on YouTube, even if you're not, head over there anyway and click subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell as well so you know when we are live. Get us closer to the 6,000 subscribers. Please click the like button on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And yeah, Jay says, for a guy who struggled with his M product, that was class. I think it was a bit of a hit and hope, mate, if I'm honest, but still, it's a goal, great goal as well.
To hit the ball in. We'll go over the front man. Oh, just over. Ball out to the edge. Yeah, Tillemans. And he'll get penalised for a high foot. Yeah,
I hate the high football, man. I hate it.
I do as well. I do to a point.
If you make contact, fair enough. If you make contact.
Or if you. But for me, if a player ducks down and then he gives it, I don't get that. I mean, Luke Shaw's he's a very small man anyway, so he didn't really need to duck down to get that.
Very small man.
A very small man, Luke Shaw. But. Tillemans did have his high foot and his studs were shown as well. What made it look a bit worse when Mike Dean's standing less than a foot away from you.
Yeah.
And he is a very small man as well.
Yes. Oh, right. I wish that goal made me feel better inside, but I'm just... It's made me happier, but just not any better. I think I'm in for an early night tonight, Tom. Yeah, I saw that. Go away, MTL.
Early night. Is it a couple of beers and go for a nightcap? Is it, mate?
Yeah. I had a fry up and all this morning. I had a fry up and a big pint of full fat Coke. That normally helps me out, but it's not today. It's not. So now we've got momentum. That always helps, Tom. The important thing about
goals pretty confident.
Yeah, the important thing about going 1-0 down is scoring not too long after, so you can get some momentum yourself.
Definitely. Like I say, this game was never going to be easy. When two players have got Martial, Bruno Fernandes, and Rashford standing in your front three line, that's not a bad one. Oh, it's Harvey Barnes.
We need to get that audio. We need to get that audio on here. I'll do it for next match. I'll do it for Palace. I'll get that audio on. Oh, it's Harvey Barnes, an equaliser. It's cool. You've seen it, haven't you? You've seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Tom, how have you not seen it? Oh my god! It's the commentary for West Brom.
Was it?
And it's this old. I don't know who it is. Someone is out of context, but the commentary is jokes, mate. I can't believe.
Full fat coat. Why do you call it full fat coat? What you meant to say? It's a classic.
It hasn't got a diet in it. It's just got no sugar.
You should say it's a classic Coca-Cola.
It's the only Coca-Cola that I will drink. So,
Albrighton found Fred. I didn't need really much help to go down there. Fred didn't. He felt the little touch and away he went. There'll be a free kick about 25 yards out, just to the left-hand side of the box. It'll be Luke Shaw to whip it in with his left footer. So it'll go whipped across the box. They're all lining up. Slabhead as well. Casper's organising at the back, shouting his words. Shaw to whip this in, little dink. Back post. Bruno Fernandes over the crossbar, free header.
Can you hear this, mate? Did you hear it all right?
Yes, I did.
Mate, it's jokes. It's the weirdest thing I've ever listened to, but apparently it was real. So
Peanut Butter got one on there. Set pieces again. Yeah. Can't defend a set piece. Leicester will play up from the back. Goalkeeper to Johnny Evans. Johnny goes to Cassagna. Cassagna goes down the line to Tillemans. Leicester get a free kick after they go through the back of Harvey Barnes.
Ooh, Harvey Barnes, the equaliser. I don't. You'll have to have. I'll send it to you.
Sounds like Alan Brazil a little bit to me.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know who it is, mate. I think it's this old bloke who does West Brom bloody radio or whatever. But yeah, it is funny. So every time he scores an equaliser, anyway, that it comes back up. So
we'll have to put that on, I think.
Yeah, we'll get it on. We'll get it on. It's a shame I didn't have it already, but yeah.
Leicester go long, lose the ball, win it back with Ndidi to Tillemans. Tillemans to Maddison. Maddison will look for a pass, nothing there, has to come back inside to Tillemans. Tillemans will go back on himself and cut back again, finds Ndidi on the edge of the centre circle. Ndidi whips the ball out in the air to Justin, gets closed down. We're keeping the ball though. What we need to do against these teams, you've got to tire them out. Evans to Farner to Justin, just playing it round gently. They are getting closed down by Manu. Here comes Fernandes, the press again, and Leicester lose it. And did he lose it? Rashford plays it to Daniel Craig-Watt. Have to clap Tillemans there because he slides in and wins the ball back. Because if not, Daniel James is getting a free chance to take the ball into the box with his left foot. Barnes on it.
I'm not sure who the commentator was, Imtiaz. I don't know.
Barnes into Maddison. Maddison, edge of the area. Finds Albrighton. Takes it past his man. Shoots. Oh, it deflects off Vardy. It's a lovely play by Albrighton there with a bit of a great little touch. Rashford loses the ball. Maddison, edge of the area. That's a foul, referee. Fred again. That's 3 fouls now by Fred in the game. No cards have come out yet.
I'd love that would have been amazing, that mate. An Albrighton goal after the stick he got before a ball was kicked again. Leicester fans, some Leicester fans. Anyway.
Go away, Martial. Leave the ball alone. If you go, Madison kicks the ball against him.
Kick it at him.
Yeah. Off you go. Kick the ball at him.
How was Fred not booked? That's his 4th foul. Yeah, God knows.
Said it the night. Hoiberg.
I bet you will get the first yellow card. We'll get the first booking of the game.
It'll be something silly as well. Be a shirt pull, something like that. Maddison whips it in, back post, flicked on by Vardy, headed away. Ooh, James will run out from the back here. In comes Johnny Evans, flies over to Martial, though he finds his man. Bruno's making a run. Justin with a brilliant defender's interception. Albrighton clears up the line, and he'll come to middle of the park to Maddison. He'll go to Evans. who will just hold the ball and slow it down and settle everyone back down and get in position. But James Justin, for me, man of the match so far. I know he might have been a little bit at fault for the goal, but he's made 4 or 5 great interceptions to stop Man U going in behind again. Johnny Evans to Fofana. Fofana come across. He'll look for the diagonal ball in the air. Goes long to Barnes. He'll head it away by Lindelof. He'll fall to Tomley. He'll lose it. Barnes nicks it back. Oh, Tomley nicks it back. Maddison gets it. Plays in Barnes down the left arm. He just rolls behind him. Unlucky by Leicester. Again, might have lost the ball, but they tried to win it back on the high press and won it back really high at the park. If Barnes picks that one up, he's going in one-on-one on his man on the edge of the area. And we all know Barnes running at people is a scary thing.
Yeah.
Yep, said that earlier. Just like Højbjerg, 5-6 fouls, not a card in the game.
Yeah.
Ball will come down the left-hand side of the Man U with Rashford on the halfway line, stops the ball dead in his tracks, holds it up, looks for the pass, it goes backwards to Fred. All Leicester players are back in our half, back in a shape. What looks like a foot. Leicester win it back. Johnny Evans will come over, cover, hold the ball up. Looks for the little pass to Evans. Justin, Ndidi, back to Evans, back to Justin, back to Tillemans. As Leicester play it along the back line into the 18-yard back. Casper chips it to the left-hand side to Cassagna. He'll go back inside to Fofana. I mean, Fofana and Justin Evans have just switched side for a minute.
Yeah, I was thinking that, mate. That's unlike them. Fofana is normally the one on the right, isn't he?
There's another foul by Tomley. No foul given, referee. What's going on? He calls him back.
Fofana, Evans in the middle, presumably because of his pace, probably. Obviously, lack of pace.
Mm-hmm.
Fofana and Justin on the wider centre back, because for obvious reasons, the pace.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Fofana and Justin will get Johnny out of any problems if he gets put into that position.
Pogba, poor Pogba.
Timothy Lasagna. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for the reminder.
Timothy Lasagna, right?
Timothy Lasagna. He was delicious.
He was the ref. It's Mike Dean today. Bacon, peanut butter, Castagna a bit quiet, but in a good way. Yeah, in a good way, mate. I mean, he's making the runs down the left side of the pitch, quality. So
we look at him now. So the ball's with Fofana and Castagna have already gone up the left-hand side of the pitch. He's doing his job. I think sometimes it's good. But Barnes is one-on-one with his man.
He's gone down to eat.
Over there. It's not in fact. He's not in a claiming for it though. For people thinking he's gone down, I think he trips over his own foot. Great play for Fofana. Wins the ball back. That's not a foul, referee. Come off it, Mike Dean. Fofana pushes, really gets up tight against Martial. For me, clips the ball away from him. Let's have a look. Oh, come off it. He doesn't even foul him. He goes up against him. He puts his foot out, and then Martial just falls up. Well, doesn't even fall over. He takes a bit of a big step and makes it look like he's stumbled. Wilf Linguini. Oh dear, not going to get rid of that one for a while.
Come on, Leicester boys.
With 2 minutes to go again.
Make some noise.
With 2 minutes to go, and we're into that last 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes. Ball's get in trouble there. Leicester trying to overplay. Johnny Evans throws his arms out and say, "Come on, boys, squeeze it up, get it tight." Try to overplay there in the back line for me. Luckily, Barnes got to nick it away on the left, and it'll be a throw-in exactly the same place where the goal came from. So, sort this out now, Leicester. We'll go to Bruno Fernandes. He'll kick it straight out our play, and it'll be a Leicester throw. And now he's pleading his innocence.
Mike Dean still has an egg-shaped head.
Boiled egg, Mike Dean.
He's a bit. He comes across. Obviously, on the pitch, he comes across like a bit of a knob, doesn't he? But I've seen interviews with him, outside of football, and he seems like a sound guy. To be fair.
I remember the game against Tottenham, this relegation season, and they interviewed Mr. Pearson at the end of the game, and they said to Nigel, have you spoken to the referee? I'll never forget his reply. Speaking to him, that arrogance, man. There's no one more arrogant on the pitch than there was ever from him today. Why am I going to waste my breath speaking to him. And I think that's the problem nowadays. You know, he's got that.
From one arrogant man to another. From one arrogant man to
Mr. Pearson. He can be arrogant for all I care, mate. Blake's a legend. Blake's a legend.
No, I just quick to say, I recommend the, I don't know if you've seen it, mate, the Peter Crouch podcast with Mike Dean. It's a good one. He does admit that kind of, you know, obviously everyone wants to be a footballer when they're older. Obviously he's not a footballer, he's a referee. And when he enters the pitch, he does kind of have his Mike Dean show, which, you know, I don't think he shouldn't be like that, but he wants to do that. And he's not, you know, he's not breaking any rules, I suppose. So,
no, the thing about it is, mate, he's one of the best in the league. We can't not get past that. I mean, what we've got left in the Premier League, there is not many very good referees. He's probably the best we got. We let one of the best one go to Saudi Arabian referee, Mark Clattenburg. You know, I thought Mark Clattenburg was yeah, foul by there. Tillemans, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, stop!
That's a yellow.
That's a card, and Fernandes will be booked.
He's just gone in late on him.
Yeah, he's got a card, mate. He's been booked. So Johnny went to take a quick free kick, puts the ball down, goes to take it, and as he kicks the ball away, Fernandes, it's awful. And then you're moaning, and then he puts his arm out like, what have I been booked for? One, you're not. Hang on, let's get the rule right. You have to be 10 yards away from the ball before it's kicked. You weren't. You went to stop the quick free kick. Half time. Yeah. 1-1, and a very entertaining game of football, more like a basketball game at time, but end to end. That's how quickly this game has gone. I don't really know where the game's gone. That's how quickly it's disappeared.
You need to do it, mate, or
I'm all right for a minute, mate. Nigel Pearson taking about arrogance is the most iconic thing I've ever heard. I like that one into us. It was true. Johnny's limping as he goes off on that little nasty tackle from Bruno Fernandes.
Evans was limping. I think it's probably just an impact, isn't it? Just a, you know, bruised or something. But
get the arse on it at half time.
Yeah, that was a quality episode. That and the Schmeichel one. Yeah, it's a good one. I do like
I was going to say I like the Peter Crouch stuff. He's just done an interview with Sky Sports about all his career. It was on last night or the night before. Get a chance to watch it. Very, very entertaining. He talks about his whole career, you know, the sadness of being relegated at Southampton, at Stoke, the opportunities to go and play for Liverpool, and then finish your career at Burnley. But get a chance, give it a watch. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I remember when they asked him, what do professional footballers do when they're sat on the bench? And he said, well, one game we used to play was we'd see who could spit their gum closest to the touchline. Oh, bloody hell. Not very COVID secure these days, of course, but yeah, that's half time, guys. Half time, Leicester 1, Man United 1. Manchester United with the opening goal of the game through Marcus Rashford after a bit of poor defending at the back from Leicester, and then it's an equaliser from Harvey Barnes about the 33rd minute or something like that. But yeah,
let's bring in our Dutch correspondent. Here he is.
Hello, boys.
All the way from Amsterdam. What do you think, Jack? Happy with it, or do you think we should be doing better?
Well, I thought Man United's goal were lucky, to be honest. It just nicked off Fernandes. He'd outstretched his foot. I think if Fernandes didn't get anything on that, I don't think they would have scored.
No.
But Leicester seem to be the same team they was last weekend, where they're fighting for every ball, they're getting in the faces and actually wanting to attack rather than passing it around the back.
That's it, Tom, innit? I was going to say that because obviously we have, there's two different Leicesters. You've got the Leicester that kind of a bit sloppy, obviously not much fight on the pitch, but today it seems like the other Leicester, which we all love to see, even though it is every now and then. Normally against the big teams as well. But yeah, fight, as Jack said, fighting for every ball, mate. That's what you like to see.
Yeah, I mean, I know Jack says about looking for the goal, but for me, Rashford should have scored after 1.5 minutes with a free header at the back post. You know, they're the chances in the Premier League you're expecting someone like him to take. We could have been easily 2-0 down at that point. The difference, again, we're letting the boy come to the halfway line with it, and the same as we get against Tottenham, we're then pouncing on them. We are making them go backwards. We're making them turn and face their own goal. We're making Fred panic when he gets the ball, what we need to do to give us chances. Vardy's flying into tackles, what you want to see, and causing them manic. And we now got Hernandez on a red card, on a yellow card, with a positive trying to get him sent off, because we all know he's got a bit of a short fuse and a temper. He's been sent off already this season. So it'll be interesting second half, especially with Hernandez already on this yellow card and Fred not going to be much further behind him.
Yeah. We've got Mark waiting, so we'll get Mark in as well.
I'm just going to drop out for a minute, mate. All right.
Yeah. No worries, pal. We'll get Mark in here. Hello, Mark. How you doing, pal?
Hey, boys.
What did you make of the game, mate?
Yeah, living the dream, mate. Living the dream. Too much fancy football, not enough attacking football.
Yeah. I mean, what did you make? We spoke a bit about the defending for their goal, mate. Justin came in. What did you think? What did you think to that goal?
To be fair, we were unlucky, because if he didn't get his toe on that ball, we'd have cleared it. I think that was more of a lucky goal than it was a clever goal. But
of course.
But there again, Rashford should have stuck that in the back of the net after the first minute. So,
yeah. Jack, obviously Leicester, scored about 10 minutes after, I think, something like that, through a great finish from Harvey Barnes. What have you made to his start to game? Because obviously it found it a little bit difficult at times, not just him, but obviously the wingers in general. You got Timothy Castagne as well running down that left side because of the formation Man United are playing. As we all know, we're used to it. At Leicester, three at the back. It creates those holes, doesn't it? Either side of the centre back. So do you think we're doing well at exploiting that, because we know the positives and negatives of that system?
Yeah, we know Harvey Barnes' strengths, and he's definitely playing to him, running in between the holes and the spaces where he can. So, yeah, he scored a cracking goal. De Gea weren't saving that. No goalkeeper would have saved that, but he's having a few back issues at the minute. So, it's a case of how long he's going to last.
Yeah. Kevin, just to let you know, where's Phil Hayden? Still nursing a hangover? No, he's not. He can't make it. He should be back for full time. He's a bit busy at the minute. Someone's put here, I think it's a little bit harsh, Mark. Shock horror. Maddison fails to turn up against a big club again. I don't think he's failed to turn up. I think, he got the assist. I know it was just a pass to Barnes. I know, but still, you could say that for Vardy, couldn't you? Do you think that's a bit harsh on Maddison at half time?
Definitely. It is being played in the middle of the pitch, and I do think that Maddison's not having his best game at the minute. But no. I think Maguire's having a bit of a mare. Yeah. If that ground was full of 32,000 Leicester fans, Maguire would be having an even bigger mare. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And the other side, Jack, someone's put here, he's not failed to turn up. It's Yuri outshining him today. What have you made to Yuri Tillemans' performance in the first half?
Fantastic. It's the Yuri Tillemans. We know he can perform at that level, and he's helping the defence out. He's helping Wilf out, and you've seen that ball to Dan James, he cleared it right at the last second. And Yuri's having a fantastic game. The way he's passing the ball, the way he's keeping the ball. It's the Yuri Tillemans we know and love at Leicester. Hopefully he can keep that up and create, because Yuri Tillemans can pass a ball, you mean from distance. We've seen it this season. Hopefully he can do that and play Vardy in ahead of Maguire. So I'm looking forward to seeing that second half.
That tackle was cracking, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Great tackle, yeah. Great defensive
quality. Yeah. Ash Allen has put good first half. We seem to be putting ourselves under pressure at the back with the short passing and Casper rolling the ball out. What do you think, Mark? Do you prefer it, playing out of the back, or do you want us to just lump it? No nonsense.
Well, I'm always a bit concerned about Casper's distribution.
Yeah,
because Danny Ward's distribution is absolutely spot on. If you could make a blend of both of them, then we'd have the best goalkeeper in the world. But unfortunately, Casper's distribution ain't that good. So I'd probably carry on playing it out from the back.
Yeah, I'm just watching back now. They're just showing a replay. Harvey Barnes' goal.
Yeah,
and somebody's put here, we need to ping a few shots off at range to test De Gea. Very shaky first half for him, as he has been for a while now, De Gea. Do you... Maddison can hit them, Maddison can hit them, maybe test the keeper, because let's be honest, he does, Jack, doesn't he? De Gea does have a mare every now and then, don't he? He's not been playing how he used to.
Well, they all got big-headed, didn't the Man United fans when signing him? We've got the best goalkeeper in the world, sort of thing, and overhyping
him. He didn't go to Madrid when he stayed.
Well, as soon as he nicked that donut from Tesco, I don't think he's been at the standard that he knows he can play at. But De Gea,
Is that true?
It is true, yeah.
He got caught shoplifting.
I wouldn't say he got caught shoplifting. He was probably hungry at the time and didn't think the notice.
Donut. You know what? I never knew if that was true. I never knew.
Crispy Kremes are free to take from like the gas cabinets, so.
But he didn't pay for them, no.
They can notice it's gone, are they? Unless they're spying on him as he's coming the show.
That's it, yeah.
De Gea, he made that mistake at Watford, was it last season?
Yes.
From distance, De Gea don't seem to handle the ball well. It's when he's closer to goal.
When we're going to score from a set piece, corner.
I'm hoping Fofana beats Maguire in the air, to be honest.
I think he would. Jono's enjoying his where has it gone? Jono's enjoying his halftime turkey cob. Got any gravy on that, Jono, or what you got on it? Mustard, or I don't know what.
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry, that's the one. And remember, guys, as well, 16 more likes for 50 for today. So please drop us a like if you can, and get us closer to the 6,000 subscribers by heading over to YouTube and subscribing, please. Lads, before I let you go, Mark. Obviously, not a bad first half. It's 1-1. We'll take that. How do you see the second half going, and what do you think the score will be come full time?
I'll stick with what I said on Jamie's show, 3-1 Foxes.
3-1. Jack?
I'm going to stick with my 2-1. If we can keep getting at Man United and getting in their faces and fighting until the end against them and not let it slip, then I definitely think we can beat them 2-1.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, mate. Right. Thanks to both of you for popping on. We'll see you at full time, yeah?
Yep, see you at full time.
Cheers, Jack. Cheers, Mark. There's 47 of you on YouTube. There's 100 of you, I think, on Facebook. So cheers for watching. All of those people who are watching on Facebook, if you don't mind, please as well, still head over to YouTube to drop us a like and subscribe, of course. Let's have a look at the comments. I'll tell you what, we'll get Tom back in first, actually. Here he is. Oh, he's eating. What's he got? What are you eating?
Pork scratchings.
Pork scratching. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I was just saying to the lads, Tom, how do you think we should go into this second half, with what's happened so far?
I think Rodgers, if it's me going to Rodgers, is one. You've got to be a bit more clever at the back. You can't let them have so many free chances. Got to stop Martial running through. Same for Rashford. Get that early tackling on the halfway line. Give them less space. Going forward, what would you change? Not a lot. Get the ball in quicker. Get an earlier ball into Vardy. Give them a bit more space in behind, because we can see the space is there. And they've got a fridge at the back. You can't turn it for toffee. Let's get him behind Maguire. That's the target man for me, Maguire. Bailly will keep up with Vardy. We've seen that. I saw that in the Community Shield. Bailly did do a good job on Vardy in that game. So Bailly's not no mug. He can defend. So for me, get the ball in quicker, get Vardy in behind, but be a bit more clever in the centre of the park. Stop losing the balls as much. That's got to be the main one. Don't lose the ball as quickly as we have done. Get the ball. Control the play, control what you want Man U to do, because Man U will do what they want if they get the ball, they will run it. So second half, very much like they did in the last 10 minutes, they calmed it down, and then they had a go. And really, we started to turn the screw on Man U once we got that goal. So probably much more the last 10 minutes than much of the game before that, but it's Man United, kid. It's not an easy game at the end of the day. So just show what you can do. Show what you can do for me. Go out there, because everyone is against you now. Everyone thinks Man U are going to walk this game. We've seen the predictions from the old professionals. They all have Man U to win this game quite easily. So let's go out there and give the professionals a run for their money.
Yeah, I was going to say, mate, as well. Obviously, Tottenham Hotspur. We won 2-0, clean sheet there. I think we were, unlucky to concede in the first half. It was just a lucky touch, really. I'm not going to say lucky. I think that's a bit harsh because obviously
it was a good touch.
Well done.
He's on the floor. He's going down. He only had that option on, and he managed to pull it off. So you can't give it. It's a very good touch in theory because that's the only option he had. It was poor defending for me because two players come out to press where one has to drop, one has to intercept that ball for me.
Yeah, I was going to say as well. Like, I know obviously at times, mate, it's quite comical our defending. We have errors in there every now and then, but I'm actually quite happy with what they're doing. A clean sheet against Tottenham, and obviously, they haven't caused us too many problems. Manchester United today, have they? I mean, if like we said, that goal was a bit lucky. So yeah,
chance from Rashford and maybe one more chance. So they've had 3 good chances so far, and they've taken one of them. You're probably expecting, if honest, Rashford, it could have been 2-0 at one point in that game. So to go in at 1-1 is a good result for us, for me, after the first half performance. Well, I don't think bad. I'm not going to sit and crucify. It's not as up there. It's not there with Fulham and Villa and West Ham. It was a very workman-like performance, I'd like to call it. We've tried to do what we've set out to do tactically, and that's squeeze Man United up as high as point as we want to without going too nuts. When we have gone too nuts, you can see where they're getting in. They're finding the gap. So Rodgers will probably just say to me, just got to be a bit more clever where you do go and when to go. Don't rush it. He said it before. His number one thing is, if we ain't going to win the game, don't lose the game. So, yeah. And I know I've always heard a lot of people say it's negative. It's not negative. It's clever because you get a point from games a lot better than nothing. So you take it against teams like this, and Leicester kick off with the ball over the top for Barnes and run out of play.
Yeah, it's the second half's just started, guys. Jono's just enlightening us here. Enlightening us. What's going on BT? Interesting to see BT talking about which has a better chance to win the Premier League. Leicester in the conversation. Look, it's always nice to be spoken about in those kinds of talks, Tom. But I think really we'd probably rather them not discuss us, right? Just with how Leicester are, underdogs and all of that. Obviously, I think the players.
Hold on, that'll be another foul on the touchline by Daniel James. That's 2 foul now on the touchline by Daniel James. No card. Straight to the back of Cassano when he's gone to turn away. That's another little naughty one. If you watch it, he turns the ball inside.
Oh, come on, Ref.
Just chops him. That's late. That's not. He could have got out of the way of that because Cassano was turning and going backwards the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you want to be talked to. If you want to be in the top 4 and you want to be one of those challengers, top 6, top 4, you want to be talked about for a title contender because there's no point just being there now. As much as we all want to get to Champions League football. If you're going to be in the top 4, then you've got to get the points to be pushing for a title win because most of those top 4 teams go on most of the season with big points, are very close gaps. So you're always going to be in talk for a title contender. And, why shouldn't we be? We've done it once. Can we do it again? Of course we can. Anything can happen. We've seen that. I think the difference is nowadays is that the big guns are on their games more, and it's going to be very difficult. I've said it before, for anyone to catch Liverpool. They're walking games for fun at times. I mean, look at Palace. They smashed Palace. Absolute smash Palace. 7-0. 7-1 was it? 7-0. 7-0. We go Palace next week. If you want to go and be, up there, you've got to go and do the same kind of job. Ball down the line to Rashford on the left-hand side, and Justin again wins the ball back. He'll go to break to Shaw, but he wins it back. So he stops Manny in their tracks. Albrighton then wins it back, and then gets fouled, but nothing given. And Diddy slides in, loses it. Rashford runs at his man, cuts inside, and loses it again. And Evans will clear up the park to Maddison, who turns his man Vardy to Albrighton down the right, and they come just at the halfway line. Albrighton tries to slip in Vardy. Oh, Maguire just gets across the cover to play back to De Gea. But again, great work from Justin and Albrighton on that right-hand side to shut Man United down. I thought there was a foul in there from Onshri, the Lox.
Yeah, mate, I agree. Yeah, right on the right-hand side, on the right-hand or the left-hand side, whatever.
On Albrighton. Shaw on Albrighton. Tillemans at centre part of a kick it goes wide to Albrighton on the right, just in line with the tram line of the 18-yard box. Comes inside Tillemans. Tillemans then will get a throw into Leicester.
We were saying this at half time, mate, about you know, De Gea is very shaky these days. You know, Maddison should be for me, mate. I'd like to see Maddison test him from range, or Tielemans.
Well, when Tielemans had the ball, one touch, ping it. You know, Tielemans can shoot. We saw that against England when he scored off the post. He's got a cracking shot on both feet. Right more probably better than his left, but he can shoot. Barnes cut inside him, man. Sorry about this. Down the right to Albrighton. Cuts back. Tielemans will whip it in. Oh, edge of the area. Maddison. Back to Undidi right to Albrighton. Again, whip another ball in. Cuts inside, does his man. And he'll go down too easy there. Referee won't give a thing. And Manu will break. Oh, step over the ball away. 2-on-1. Oh, Fofana with a great
interception. He's chasing him down. He's chasing James down. That's not a foul, ref.
He'll give a free kick or throw to Leicester City.
Yeah, well done, ref.
What a tackle, because Manu away. Ball by Rashford, plays it to Fernandez, who steps over it.
Very well done by Martial.
Johnny Evans sells himself too easy there for me. Martial steps over the ball and does Johnny Evans all heads up. Run through to James, who's got one pass, and that is Rashford. If he plays it through, Rashford is one-on-one, and Fofana sticks out a trailing leg to block the ball, and what an interception by Fofana. Leicester have the ball back. Cassagna will play it off his man, but it'll go to Vardy. The ball's in behind. There it is, but Bailey will cover.
Bailey's
a drinking session, is it now? Leicester win the ball back. Session.
Renalia says
Leicester start the second half a lot better.
Renalia says cannot see. If you're not about the game, we're not allowed to show the game because it's illegal. So you've got us instead.
Ball nearly get broken at the edge of the area. Away come again, Manu. Leicester open. Tielemans wins it back though. That'll be a foul again. It's got to be a booking for Daniel James here, Dean. That's 3 fouls now in the space of the game. 2 in the second half alone from Daniel James. 1 on the edge of the pitch, and 1 in the centre where he's just taken out Tielemans. How many more tackles?
Book him, mate. He has to. He has to now. It's been too many.
That was a bad one as well. Not as bad as in it was dangerous at Ling, but it was a naughty one that he stopped the game and the rhythm of the play from Leicester, because they were literally on to the back line. Leicester, Tielemans does his man again. Barnes turns his man, turns it, playing Vardy. Vardy down the left-hand side. Into the box he comes. Slows it back, pulls it back. He can't get to Undidi, who's waiting there for a strike, and Justin will clear up at the back again. Fofana to Undidi, to Johnny Justin. Tielemans. Leicester are really playing some nice football now at times.
Pogba's warming up.
Pogba's in the way of the ball, can't see it. Where's he gone? Ball 1-2. Vardy runs in behind, can't get it. Cleared away by Bailey's. Tielemans to Maddison. Maddison had the area. Have a go, lad. Looks for the 1-2, doesn't get it right, plays it away and hits Maguire. Well played, Timmy Cassagna. Closes it down. That's it, Leicester. Fight for the ball, everything.
Handball!
That's a handball, referee. Handball. Free kick to Leicester, edge of the area. It won't be a penalty, but his hand's doing up there. I ain't got a Scooby-Doo what he's doing at the matter there. Ball breaks the area. Flicks it up. He's pointing. Bay's pointing wide to ball to go, and Fred just boots it into his hand.
He's like, mate, if that was me, I'd be laughing, mate. You know, but Bay was laughing, mate. You've got to.
That was a Sunday League moment in every game of the week. Every day of the week, that was a Sunday League moment that someone puts hands up, go wide, and he boots it into his own hand. It will be, probably about 23, 25 yards out. Probably not quite close enough to get it up and over the wall. But then again, this is Jay Maddison, who can make things happen. And I did put it on Twitter earlier, in his new boots. Could it be the free kick he's been waiting for?
Thoughts on Pogba coming on, mate?
Oh, it's because the game's become open and they want to try and shut us down. If you look at it, the first, we're now 8 minutes into the second half, and bar the one breakaway from Rashford, it's been all Leicester City on Manu, passing it around there, middle of the park, and they can't get near us.
I think he's got space here, mate, to get it over the wall. I think he has.
He probably has, looking at it now. Fred's bending down behind the wall. Yeah, Fred's on his knee and a leg extra. Why you don't just lay down, mate? I haven't got a clue for nowadays. Mike Dean steps away, comes around the back of his thing. He'll take his poise next to the wall, away from Martial, and push him away. Maddison will take this. 73 minutes into the gap, whips it over the wall and takes deflection. If it was on target, that would have tested De Gea for me, I think. because he's got the bend on it. It probably would have drifted just wide. Yeah, if the wall doesn't touch the wall, it would have, for me, from the behind the goal, just drifted wide of the post. Not by much, though. It would have just probably shaved the netting. It'll be a corner to Leicester, 53 minutes in.
Pogba's come on for Dan James, is it?
I think it probably is Dan James, and that's probably also down to the booking. If it is Daniel James, let's see who's gone off. You haven't put it on screen yet. Well done, BT. Maddison will do an in-swinger corner. Mark Albrighton off to the short option. He'll go short, but he'll go floor to Cassagna to whip it to the back post. Doesn't get it off the ground. It goes too low. Still haven't told us. Dan James. Yeah, Dan James. I mean, Dan James can catch. Oh, Michael gives the ball away. Tries to be too clever for me. Oh, that'll be a foul, and that'll be a yellow card to Maddison. Yeah, every day of the week. Professional foul. Bruno's basically won the ball from Maddison, and Maddison clips his heel. Not dangerously. There's no malicious. He knows what he's doing. It's professional foul, yellow card. I like that one. Fafana playing Britain, don't go blonde. Yeah, definitely. Lox can go blonde, though. You need to have a heart cut in the back of your head, though, mate.
Yeah, I know, mate. That'll have to be one of the bets one time. I'll make it easy, though, like Leicester clean sheet, and I'll get a heart in the back of my head.
Your missing would kill you. Bunny had the ball at the back. I mean, fair play, Maddison. It was an awful decision making from Casper. I don't know where he was trying to play the ball to. I think he was trying to play towards Maddison in the corner, but he absolutely messes it up. And before you know it, Hernandez wins the ball in their half and breaks into ours, and they're well on top of going flying through towards our goal. You know, Casper, there, just be a bit more clever. We've run the game for the first 10 minutes of this second half, and Tielemans got lucky there. But
I think it will boost them with Pogba on, just because of the technical quality that he has, which he does have. You can't deny it.
Well, look at the runs he's making already, mate. He's pulling players apart in the middle of the park. He's drifting everywhere.
He's a mountain, isn't he? He's a mountain.
It looks like McTominay's dropped more into a defensive role now. Pogba's push on to behind the front two. Flicks again from Pogba. Unlucky. Leicester win it back. Madison trying to find Vardy and doesn't get to him. Now it's probably where the bit of Leicester are now going to be clever and go up. You've brought on a very good passer. Ball in behind. Well played, Justin again. Albrighton, Fafana. Clear, it'll be like it. That's it. No mucking around. Just be sensible. Ball run out for a throw to Manchester United. And we're 55 minutes into the match.
Yeah, the thing, to be fair, for me, right, Pogba is the reason I'm worried now that Pogba's on, because he's one of, and I don't want to say it because I might jinx it, but he's one of them players that is obviously very in and out of form all the time. He's out of form at the minute, I would say. You know, there's talk of him moving away from the club again because apparently he doesn't like it there, and all the mess with his agent. Disgrace as well. What a disgrace he is to football. But yeah, it's well, you want to play a Leicester, don't you? When you're out of form, that's all I'm going to say.
You know, speaking to She Devil United the other night,
yeah.
You know, she was very about Pogba, that he wanted to leave 2 transfer window ago. He doesn't feel that he can play at Man U anymore. The way they play does not suit him. He wants to be, he needs to get out the club. He's told Ollie he wants to go. He's told the board I want to go, but obviously no one's coming in and paying the money they want.
It's a foul ref.
Foul referee. Yeah, I was going to say Vardy wins the ball, turns, and Maguire pulls him back a little bit. But you know, Maguire knows all about Vardy from his time at Leicester, that if he does him, he's going away. He ain't going to catch Vards. Pogba stands on the free kicks. Maddison.
And the final.
Look at the stats. Passes 282. Third 53 passing the final third. That's immense. That's that's up there.
Man United on 27. We're on 53.
Shows you which way the game swung in the last end of the first half. Well played. Oh, it's a great ball by Johnny Evans into Harvey Barnes for fair. And Barnes then tries to slide Timmy Cassagna down the left-hand side. If he gets it right, Cassagna's away. Literally, there's no stopping Cassagna down that left there for me. Up against Lindelof. He's not going to get near him. Well played. Timmy Cassagna wins the ball back. Tielemans will get it. He's got to look for the ball. He'll go inside all the way across the back line to Fafana. for final. Just take his time, step over, little ball back, come across to Tielemans on the edge of the centre circle. Ball in line, Barnes down the left-hand side. Cuts it up to back post. Oh, I can't find Vardy. Vardy was free. Pulls it back to Vardy. Oh, Vardy's looking for the touch, and it'll be a corner kick. But better from Leicester. Well played. Barnes with it. He tries to get it up to the back post because he has only got one target. Barnes is onside by a mile. He has only got Vardy in the box to aim for. It's a delicious ball, really, because it takes out the goalkeeper. It's going over goalie's head, but Vardy can't just get round. Vardy then chops it back to go past his man and probably hoping that someone takes him out. But it'll be a corner to Leicester. 58 minutes into this game. It'll be whipped in by Maddison, I presume. He's back on his corner kicks, and Beyonce over the last 3 games has been absolutely terrific with taking corners. Watch me now absolutely jinx him with he can't get past the front man. Whipped in over the front man. Johnny Evans heads it down. It'll go flying towards to this far-hand side, though. He didn't get really much contact off. Tielemans, one-on-one. Lindelof comes to Kimi Sasanya. He'll go across the box. Here's Albrighton. Chips it back into the back post. Comes away again. Albrighton wins it. Can't there. Luke Shaw just puts a big foot in the way and stops the play. You know, if he gets it past Shaw, he's got a chance of having a good shot there. Bruno Hernandez looks for the ball over the top. And well played, Timmy Sanya onto his chest. Tielemans. Oh, no, Rashford's away. Into the box he comes. Rashford. Great save, Kasper Schmeichel. Out to Bruno Hernandez. He'll chip it to Martial. He miskicks it into the ground. But I've been interested.
Yes, Vardy. Go on, Vardy.
Vardy win it back.
Back out wide to Fernandez.
He's got the ball. Well played, Harvey. Well played, Mark Albrighton, who comes in to win it. I thought Vardy was foul. That'll be a foul, referee. How did Vardy not get a foul by be fouled there from?
Mate, that was quality.
I mean, Leicester win it back in the sand. Yeah, I mean, Tielemans, I think, is foul for me. He's on side because Johnny Evans plays him on. He's the last man and dropped too deep. I mean, obviously, he's not expecting us to lose the ball where we lose it. It's a hard shot by Rashford, bottom corner, and Kasper Schmeichel, full palm, full save on his right hand, strong right hand, really strong, because he's forced the ball away from his goal, not in out forward to the right hand side.
I like
it.
And
Solskjaer with a bit of a grin. Oh, it's a hell of a save from that distance to to react and get your hand down.
3 incidents in there, mate, which made me really happy there. Actually, Tielemans, even though it was a foul in that fight to try and keep the ball.
Oh, Maddison loses the ball. Rashford, centre circle, plays in Martial.
He's offside.
On goal, and he scores.
He's offside. He's offside.
And the line of flag will go up, but obviously this will now go to a VAR.
Mate, I'm absolutely certain. I am certain that's off. I'm certain.
Drop.
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't know. It is. I've got a feeling this will be given. I've got a feeling this will be a goal for Man United.
Michael's acting like it is. He's off. He's off.
He's off from those lines. It's just the angle. The angle looked like. Ooh, yeah, he's off. He's the angle from the angle it looked like. If you look at it from that angle, mate, doesn't it look like Johnny Evans is behind the centre circle? Yeah, he's offside. No goal, good side. It's just the angles, and this is for me where. Why don't they have one camera that runs up and down the side of the pitch on the roof, doing an aerial vision, so they can get the line spot on? You know what? You know they need to put 4 or 5 cameras down the pitch or on the top of the roof, and you got a perfect angle for the referees to look at. Because that angle wasn't perfect for me.
Is it what? There's a sport, or is it a certain stadium where there is a thing going?
Yeah, they got. I think it's one of the Twickenham they do it for the rugby. So when the wingers get the ball, they can keep up with them when they're flying down the wing to get the best angle for the tries. Again, the problem you got is, I suppose, you'd only have to have it. You'd have it on set on the last man, so it'd have to stay within the last man, but it'd have to be at a height that is looking over the play for me. Again, if you can get it on a stadium roof, they're not going to get a better angle that to draw your lines on. And all you got to have is someone like literally keeping the camera in line with the back 4 at the closest point, because that angle there was really poor angle to try and draw some lines on the pitch. Come off it. Leicester, it should have been a foul there from Vardy, who jumped in there and got taken out. Ball to the left-hand side. Manu have come back into it in this last 5 minutes for me, really putting pressure on that.
Definitely.
Pogba. Didier, I was going to say Drogba, but Pogba's come on. Drogba, but Pogba's come onto the pitch for Manu. He's they've all lifted their game a bit. Again, Pogba trying to make it up and down the left, and Luke Shaw put his hands out, touches Albrighton, and he just, wow. He crumbles. He crumbles to the floor like someone had given him the biggest shove in the back that he hardly gets touched. I think it might be a finger.
Dipping your biscuit in your tea for
breaking up
3 minutes, pulling it out, and it just crumbles apart. That's what that was like. But yeah, Man United definitely getting into this game a bit more there now, mate, with Pogba. Like I said, he scared me when he came on. I don't care what's going on behind the scenes or if he wants to go. He is a good player. He's a quality player, and he can create chances.
If he wants to go, he's going to put the performances, mate, so someone comes in to buy him because, as we've seen from a certain player at Leicester who doesn't get in the squad, obviously he's not been training well enough and not putting any performances in. You don't get picked. If he wasn't putting any performances in training, then why would Solskjaer keep putting him out there? I mean, he played most of the game against Everton the other night, did he not?
Yeah, he's lucky his contract's expiring.
Well played, Castagne. Barnes down the left-hand side. Sorry to put in there. Barnes is flying down the left-hand side, flying at Manu's back four. Looks for the 1-2 with Vardy, gets it back into the box. Cross. Oh, he can't find Maddison at the back post. What a bitter play by Leicester. Great play by Harvey Barnes. 1-2 with Vardy. Into the box he comes. Timmy Castagne wins it. Back to Tielemans. No mucking around here. Barnes is putting his head down and going past McTominay for fun. Does a little 1-2. McTominay just stands and watches. Great first touch, but then he down on the outside of his right foot tries to bend it to the back post, and it is a good ball, but Maddison just can't get round there to get near it.
Axel Tuanzebe, whatever his bloody name is, he looks like he's
coming on. Lindelof's going to go off. I think his game is done. I think he's going off injured.
Cheers, Maggie. Just come support, boys. Love your show. Merry Christmas, Maggie. Yeah, I don't know, mate. It's an open game. It has been throughout the whole thing, but Man United a little bit more threatening now than they were in the first half. That's for sure. But we've still got 3 substitutions to make. We've got Perez, we've got Nacho, we've got Pratt. I can't think of anyone else who might come on, mate. Do you?
No, I mean, at the moment, like you said, I think the main ones who are going to change this game, you've already said, is Pratt, Nacho, maybe Thomas. You could bring him on the left, but I think that would all depend on how the game's going. Perez, I mean, that's it. I mean, then you've got your defensive duties in there. Luke Thomas, Fuchs, Chowdhury, Mendy, and Marty. Unless you put Marty up front.
Up front? You never know. You never know.
And you wouldn't have a clue what he's doing if he went up front.
I'll wait till I'll say it in a minute. Let me. Has anyone in the chat watched Ted Lasso yet? Let me know if you have.
That post.
Quality. I recommend it to anyone. Watch Ted Lasso. It's on Apple TV. It's the funniest series I've watched in a long, long time.
Manny will come out, blonde ball to Pogba, who plays forward to Fred. Fred will try and win a foul, doesn't get one. Plays in again. Fred will go down the left. All Brighton keeping a pace stride for stride with him. He'll try and win a throw, and it'll be a throw into Leicester. Fred runs it out of play. Cavani there with a little flick up made it look so easy. He didn't even take a stride, just flicked it up. Leicester clear. No, he can't clear. It's not going out. Leicester mucked up here. Getting the ball back, ball into the area, flicked away by Johnny Evans. He has to get that one right because if not, Rashford's going to get a glance.
Yeah, for me,
come all the way to the edge of the box and collect it in his hands.
For me, Fofana should have let that go out, mate. But I'm not.
I think it's a spin on the ball, mate. If I'm honest, I think that was the only thing what worried him. The ball wasn't spinning towards the, to the goal line. It was spinning away the opposite way, like as it was going towards goal. Albrighton wins the ball back again. Leicester's been a bit sloppy this last time. Yeah, more pressure from you, but from Man U. But I'd say Leicester haven't helped themselves in some of the opportunities when they probably should have just gone long in behind at times. We know that Brendan likes to play football, but against teams like Man U, you've got to be careful because we've seen we're getting them chances. They won't long before they take one. Martial will come over and ball in to Vardy. Vardy will get a touch. He'll make a running behind it. Maddison will play the ball in. He's not going to get on the end of it, but it's a good idea from Leicester trying the little 1-2 because Maguire and they weren't keeping up with Vardy then.
Yeah, this ain't finishing 1-1, mate. Leicester aren't drawing. We can't draw. I'm not having our first draw of the season be on Boxing Day, mate.
Although it wouldn't start the season and not to get any draws. Leicester win the ball back. Pogba just falls over. Fofana to Maddison. Maddison will make it. Maddison to Vardy. Fofana's still up the pitch. He'd gone. He was waiting for the ball back from James Maddison. Maddison comes inside. The switch is on. He'll go out to Justin, who's made the run. That's how far forward our wing backs are getting. Comes to Albright, and he'll take a touch and whip one into the back post. Just over hits it, and he'll go out.
It's an equaliser. Get in. Oh, someone found out his name. Let me try and find it. It might not be on here now. Oh, here we go. Apparently, Tom, it's Christopher Milford, who is, I think he's for Barnsley. Oh, was it Barnsley against Sheffield? Did he play for Barnsley on loan, Harvey Barnes?
Yeah, he was at Barnsley for a bit, and then he went to West Brom.
Yeah,
Pogba just shrugs off Maddison, then shrugs off Ndidi, and he'll get a free kick. I mean, he's a beast of a player. This Pogba is on his day. You can't touch him he just runs past people for fun. He's so strong in that centre of the park.
Yeah, agreed. To be honest, I'd take a draw, Andy says. Would you take a draw at this stage, Tom?
Well, we're 20 minutes to go. I think after the first 10 minutes of the second half, it was all Leicester and we're all over them. But obviously the momentum's completely swung the other way at the moment. And bar that counter-attack from Barnes, who got the ball to the back post, I mean, it's all Man U.
Free kick.
He had a back post Maguire over the crossbar. Oh, he got his slab on it.
He would have liked that, wouldn't he?
Oh, mate, yeah.
Sticky dad from Leicester fans.
He would have run away and celebrated. And fair play to him. I'll never judge. I mean, he is all over the back of Fofana because he's jumped and pulled him down. So it would have been interesting to see if they would have looked at that. Fofana's hand, it can't get anywhere because his hands are on Maguire's hands are over Fofana's shoulder. Timmy Castagne is getting treatment on his shoulder. Hope he's all right. Last thing we need him is out again. We look a better team with it. Daniel Amarty's coming on, so that could be the end of the day for Castagne. Maybe a shoulder injury. Does it look like? We'll just find out. He's running off though.
He looks fine.
Where did it happen? I didn't see what. Castagne was at the path both, so Castagne just gets sandwiched, absolutely sandwiched between. I think it was Pogba, someone else. They all sandwiched him in between it. No, it's taking him off, is he?
No, he's coming on. The ref to let him back on the pitch.
Yeah, Castagne's saying
when the ball's kicked? Is it when the ball's kicked he can come on, or?
Oh, fuck. It is normally when the ball's in play, but the rules are daft. Why can't he come on when it's a goal kick? It makes no difference to me. So the two, it's a rule I don't agree with, that you have to take your player off from the corner when they get fouled by someone. So they get injured by someone of the opposition. We get a corner and you have to be disadvantaged for it. Is
it when the physio comes on, isn't it? When the physio enters the pitch.
When the physio comes on, that player has to leave. Ball running behind. Casper will just tidy up and get him up on safe hands.
That's what it was with the old Jose Mourinho and that female physio at Chelsea a few years ago. Remember?
Yeah, she ran on Swansea.
Mental.
Then he went mental, saying, "Stay off the pitch now. I've got to take him off," because they were losing to Swansea 2-1 at the time.
It was Hazard, wasn't it? I think it was Hazard.
Yeah, Hazard was like moaning because he wanted to come off, I think, as well, because he was got lucky there. Tried to overplay. Tielemans plays it into Maddison's feet. Maddison tries to turn his man and he gets there, but he was lucky because Fred Albright down the right does his man, steps inside, left-footed, cross, back post and fades out. But better from Leicester. Opened up the play quickly there. But it was dangerous in play at time because the ball from Tielemans to Maddison was good. But Maddison tried the old step over and let it run past him, and Freddie probably a yard from nicking the ball and flying towards our defence. Manu play out from the back, come down the right-hand side. Barnes off the ball there, the centre-half who's just come on. Free kick.
Oh, here he comes. Edison Cavani.
So would that be Martial going off, do you think?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Martial's been crap again.
Leicester win the ball back. It'll go back to Casper, who will just smash it long. No mucking around Casper today. Leicester have a little battle between Vardy and Maguire.
I think Amarty's gone back, sat down, hasn't he, Amarty?
Yes, he has, mate. Well, he went with a moment with it.
Just stop putting your hands up. He's not going to put the flag up, for God's sake.
Hey, you know this now. Yeah, he's offside. He has put the flag up now.
Oh,
but for me, you know the rules. You know the rules that it doesn't matter if it's close or not. The players they have to play on. Why not show videos instead of the jibber jabber? Live watching, like watching a practice match. Not allowed to show live videos, mate. It's as simple as that. We're not allowed to show any live games because then we'll be in trouble for breaking the licence policy. Ball goes long. Harry Maguire heads it clear. Brilliant head from Wilfred Diddy, beast in the middle of the park. And again, Pogba just got smashed in the back by James Justin. But
looks like Perez, mate. Perez has been called down.
I think maybe the game is called out for someone like Perez in the middle of the park because I think that's where the game's going to be won or lost now in that last 15 minutes. I mean, if you look at them, they're bringing on Cavalli. They're not mucking around. They know that this game, they need to win these games. Pogba down the left, breaks away, down the right, pulls it back, and Johnny Evans saves it with a great stop. Otherwise, it's going through his legs, and there's two players behind him in red. Leicester have the ball back. Justin is down, holding his face.
They are taking a look.
Interesting one. Pogba, did he elbow?
No, nothing.
No, Pogba's turn, and in his turn, he's pulled his arm away to get some momentum and just caught him in the face. It's not a red card, no chance. No. It's just one of those. It's very, no, it's not a foul. It's not a foul, no. Justin ain't bothered either. I think it was more the impact at the time.
He's got big lips. James Justin's got massive lips, so maybe he caught him.
And Cavalli to come on with 15 minutes to go of this game.
See, that's I don't know, mate, because obviously Man United have been getting balls into the box.
That's going to target now. Get the ball in.
This worries me a little bit. I don't want to be negative, Sally, or whatever, but it does worry me now that they've got Pogba and Cavani on the pitch. Two, players that are pure quality.
Back, long Casper. No, Casper will kick it straight into Cavani. He'll win the ball. He'll hold it in play. Casper Schmeichel there. Just go long, kid. You don't need to do it. Cavani shrugs off Fofana at the moment on the touchline. Plays it back. Luke Shaw bombs down the left-hand side. What a tackle for Fofana. Flies in.
Foul.
That'll be a foul. Free kick to Leicester. I mean, they've got themselves in all problems because Casper tried to overplay it at the back. You just got to be simple ball there, Casper. There's no need for you to go wide to James Justin.
Seen it before.
Smash it at the part. I know we like to play out. Fernandez with the foul.
He is already on a yellow. Got to be careful.
I think if I was a Leicester fan and that was the other way around, and Tillemans was to get booked for a second yellow for a challenge like that, where it is on the park, I'd be a bit peed off. So I can understand why it's not a yellow card if I'm on you.
Who wanted United to win? I didn't want United to win, Andy, mate. I just said I thought they would. Big difference between thinking and wanting.
Ball across the back for Fana. Out to Justin, who's come back on after getting hit in the face by Pogba with a flaming arm. Up the line to Albrighton. The ball's on. Vardy. Justin kept going. He's still got the ball. And he tries to find Maddison, the hardest baller to play, and this is the one we're trying to pick out. And that's been a well-played Timmy Cassani, because if he doesn't get that right, Rashford is in and probably get a pullback for Cavani. Ball goes wide, Justin. I mean, Justin's been brilliant today, but the one time where you're thinking, just play the simple ball down the line for Vardy to run into. Albrighton skins Pogba for fun on the touchline, goes down, free kick. No free kick. How's that not a free kick? Oh, dives in, wins the ball back. Well done, Mark Albrighton there. 30 seconds while Mark Albrighton starts most games for us because of his work ethic. Was blatantly body checked by Pogba after he completely done him on the touchline for fun, and then loses the ball, wins it back 10 seconds later by diving in. Well played, Mark Albrighton. Ball to Albrighton on the left-hand side. Plays it. Oh, can't get around Fred. Unlucky there, but again, for me, Pogba does Albrighton this time. Win the ball back, and Fofana will foul Pogba.
He's a character, Fofana, isn't he? He's a character.
I mean, he knows where he's going in it. I'm going to stop you. If you're going to go past me, my French teammate, I'm going to take you out as well.
Yeah, they'll be playing together in a few years, I'm sure. Fofana will be in that first team for France. Oh, is that put your head up, Tom? I didn't realise that was there on the cap of your hat. Put your head up. Up. Is that a fox?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew that was there. Cavani.
Cavani picks up in the edge area. Plays in Bruno Fernandes.
2-0.
Goal. Is it? Yeah, 2-0 to Manchester. 2-1 to Man U. The man we said about coming on would cause problems, and he did. He picked the ball up in the centre of the park, played the ball through the heart of our defence, and Fernandes had made the run on to the end of it. 2-1 to Man U.
Simple, mate.
Very simple, very simple. Too easy. We were too open. Doggy attack. Go away.
It wasn't offside. There's calls for offside, but it's not offside. He's on.
Yeah, I mean, Cavalli drops into the 10 roll. Oh, Johnny Evans, yeah, he's onside. Johnny Evans is too deep that time, and yeah, it's a composed finish. But that's what they brought him on to do, Cavani. You know, he pulled our defence apart, and as soon as he dropped off, the space was there for the running behind, and you know, Bruno Fernandes makes no mistake. Don't get me wrong, he bobbles the shot across the goalkeeper. It's not a clean hit. Could have gone anywhere. It could have literally gone anywhere and gone past the post. But he bobs it into the bottom corner, and it's 2-1 to Man U with 10 minutes to go.
No subs, mate. Still no subs brought on from Leicester.
I think they've got to make the subs now. I think he's got to show his hands. He's ain't got an option. And I think there you go. The subs are already warming up to come on. Absolutely. Probably the way the game has gone. Man U have been all over us for most that last 20 minutes, and you could see it was coming at times. But frustration, really, because both goals I've got today have been very simple for me. Pick the ball up, draw out our defence, put the ball in behind. Both goals. So something to work on. Leicester will make a sub. Perez will come onto the pitch.
Who do you think for, mate? Maddison?
Foul, and did he centre the part? Well, edge to just past the centre circle.
Barnes,
no, I think he'll let. Well, I've got Tillemans might come off today. No, Albrighton's be the one to come over. Albrighton will come off. Can't fault Albrighton today. I thought that right-hand side of Albrighton and Justin has done as good a job as they did against Tottenham last week.
I'm shocked.
I am shocked, but he's now trying to go for it, mate. And Albrighton isn't a natural, well, I wouldn't say natural, but he ain't going to offer that threat in front of the box, and Perez will. So I reckon we'll change shape a little bit. We'll probably go forward at the back now, mate, if I'm honest with you. And we'll push Perez in behind Vardy. Ball, talking of Harvey Barnes, gets it on the edge area, which to the back post. Oh, just can't sell for that. You know who Perez, who was just come on the park.
You know what's coming next? Manchester United.
Oh, Johnny Evans, what a tackle. What a tackle. That makes up for not stepping up, kid. As it reminds me of the Harry Kane tackle when he comes flying over and he gets it wrong, he's in trouble, but he gets it spot on. But look, there you go. And nobody, the back line doesn't push up to give him time to make a challenge on Cavani. The midfielders can't pick him up because he's already turned. For me, there, Fofana has to come with his man. His man is gone. You follow your man. You close him because you don't give him the chance to turn and play that ball in behind. For me, there, that's where he's still learning. I'm not just picking out Fofana, but you know, his man is the one who's made the pull off. He's the one who should go with him for me there and cut out the ball he had because he had too much time to win the ball. Leicester win the ball back. Maddison playing Barnes. Barnes down left hand side. Leicester are now going at them. It'll be 3 versus 3. Man, you're getting the bodies back, and Leicester will win a corner. Better for Leicester trying to get going forward. We've still got 9 minutes to go. There's still going to be a chance in this game for me. Lox, you look like you feel gutted.
Yes.
I think it's that and a hangover.
Oh, well, what we can say it's Christmas time, eh? Can't be too down in the dumps, but we have, like Tom said, 8 minutes of normal time left. So
I don't think the performance has been bad, though. I can't sit here and slate the performance. Little mistakes against good players cost you. Ball whipped in. Back post. Oh, Perez has come round. It will fall to Barnes.
Maguire's gone down.
Barnes still got the ball. Still got the ball. Edge of the area. Comes to Justin. He'll chip it to the back post. Johnny Evans heads it back across the box. Maguire will head it away. He'll come to Maddison. He'll go to Ndidi. Back to Fofana. Back to Tillemans. Back to Cassagna. We're going backwards, lads. But the lads are still staying at the park. Go wide. You can see Rogers turning, get the width. Comes to Barnes again. Barnes will go back to Tillemans. Johnny Evans is jogging back and coming out the danger zone. Soneston did he? He's still there. Big Will will get the ball. He'll switch it to Timmy Cascagna. It's good for Leicester though. When Casagna's lasted 80 odd minutes on his second game back. Brilliant to see that, really. You know, we talk about match fitness, taking his time to get back into the legs. Well, Timmy's not lost much of it by the looks of it, been injured. Perez picks the ball up, goes to Fofana, looks a little dink. Oh, loses man. And Manuel break, ball over the top. Bruno Hernandez, Johnny Evans comes over. All experience. Plays it back to Casper Schmeichel.
That's a second yellow.
That's got to be a second yellow card. Mike Dean's coming over. Mike Dean's, he's not looking. Hernandez is looking.
Second yellow.
He ain't going to book him. It stamps on his foot, ref. I mean, what more do you need to give for a second yellow card? That's his sixth foul of the game. He's been booked for one of those six. So why is he not getting a second booking there? Mike Dean absolutely cows it against the big clubs again for me. Should be sending him off there. That should have been a second yellow card for Bruno Fernandes. Ball in behind, headed by. Comes back to Tillemans. Ball still with Leicester though. He'll deflect it. Madison. Perez runs at his man. Oh, doesn't get the ball wide to Justin. The overlap was there. Plays in Perez. Perez will go into the box. Pulls it back. Vardy! Get in there! That's it. Yeah, 2-2. Oh, get in there. That'll be 84 minutes gone. It's Leicester 2, Man United 2.
Is it?
Get in there.
Off this or not, mate?
No. Goal stands, mate. No chance that's going to be chalked off. No way. Man, you look absolutely gutted to concede a second goal. I don't see them checking this goal for me. So the ball comes out to Perez, who tried to get it first time to Justin, couldn't get it wide. Perez then gets played in behind. Bay's playing him on by Mar, pulls it back. Vardy first time shot, deflects off Bay and into the net. This goal committee, I think, mate, because I think Vardy's shot is going wide of the post when he hits it. I do. Vardy's goal, I think Vardy's shot was going wide of the post. I think it deflects off by into the net. I don't think that was going in on target, mate.
Really?
Be interesting to see. You keep the game live, mate, and just have a run back, see if they give you, because they didn't really play a goal angle behind the goal.
Yeah. Come on, lads.
But yeah, the goal stands at 2-2. Woods, I'll take that. So Barnes tried to play the ball wide, yeah.
Rodgers was very animated on the touchline there with a poor pass from Tillemans.
I think it's 50-50 if they'll give that to Vardy or not at the moment, mate. That's my opinion.
You're checking for your dream team, aren't you?
Yes.
I need it for a bet, to be fair, mate. I need it for a bet.
I'll take it. Told you there was going to be a chance, mate. Another chance in this game. Man, you'll be more good about this than we will be. We'll be happy because we've fought back twice now, and we haven't done that in recent weeks against the likes of Fulham and Villa and West Ham at home. We've conceded goals and given up. There's today we've gone twice behind and we fought back in this game. So more than happy with the performance to come back fighting. We did it against Tom last week. We fighted everywhere to the end. Ball over the top, played in behind for final head. That's a foul, referee. Bruno's yeah, it's a close one. I'll probably say hopefully Vardy does get it. I mean, for me there, again, Bruno Fernandes fouls. He's not even looking. Here we go. 50-50 again there for me. If it's going to go anywhere, it's going towards the bottom corner. But you never know with these dubious goals committee who's going to give it. Mike Dean's a crack. Oh dear, Peter Better. Get Arsenal fan, get in there. Ball over the top, headed away by Manu. Fofana points to John Evans to play it back, and Evans goes, no chance. I'm smashing this forward. Slabhead wins it. Barnes heads it, flicks it behind him. Rashford let his run out of play. And with 3 minutes to go, Rashford has gone down, holding his shoulder. He's off the pitch, ref, so you play on. Did he? It looks innocuous. Oh, come off it. He hardly touched him. So Barnes puts his arm out, and as Rashford goes to pull away, he gives him a little tug, but then Rashford holds his arm like someone's dislocated it, if I'm honest with you.
He was okay to go down on his shot. He went down on it all right. He put his weight on.
Foul on. Was it a foul on Bruno? Bruno's rolling around like someone's.
Oh, he's back up now, isn't he?
Oh dear. Ball wide. The ball's on wide. Yeah, come on, Perez. You come on the pitch. You've got to do the defence work. That's it, Perez. You got in position. Oh, Justin holds it up. Perez will run. Well played. Tielemans plays in. Justin plays in. Maddison set Vardy away. Oh, Perez tries to just behind Vardy. If not, there was a chance. There's a very good chance of Onshia. If they got it right, Vardy was in.
Yeah, on the edge of the shoulder of the defender.
Leicester will have a throw with a minute and a half to go, and minute and 10 to go in this game.
Still 2 clubs left for Leicester.
Yeah, but I'm also looking at it as we've got Crystal Palace in 48 hours. He wants to keep some of these players fresh for them. You know, I see lights of Marty. Leicester give the ball away, sloppy pass. Away comes Rashford. Johnny Evans will clear this up.
Oh, no.
Not bad. Well played, Johnny. The ball was there at the beginning, but obviously, man of the match, Bruno Fernandes. Are you taking the mick? What game are they watching? All he's done is fouled all game and fell over. And then they give it because he scored a goal. What the hell? What a joke. He soon got back up. And he's just got man of the match. Maguire, edge of the area. Please don't let him have a shot.
Come on, lads.
Some players are so childish. Yep, totally agree. Banana. Well played. Maddison wins the ball back. The ball's in behind Vardy. Oh, he doesn't look up. He goes backwards. Maddison's gone down, though. This don't look good. Holding the back of his leg. And now he's on knee, and there'll be 4 minutes of injury time. We are into that, but they'll be added to come on because Maddison's gone down, clutches his knee. No, he's doesn't look happy. And the Leicester players are pulling him back on his feet, but he looks in quite a bit of discomfort to me, Lox. I don't know what you think.
You can see the look on his face, mate. You know, obviously players have a feeling when something's
they know. I mean, he's walking off gingerly and he's taking the odd stride step, but I won't say. Why Man U throw it back, Bruno? Oh, you've thrown it back. Leave the ball alone, Bruno Fernandes. That's not really advantage, Bruno Fernandes there. And that's great sportsmanship. You've just been given man of the match. So Bruno throws the ball. Well, I wouldn't even throw it to him. It's a poor throwback. Justin lets the ball, steps over it, and goes to give it and let it run away. And then starts closing him down. I mean, that's not really fair when Leicester didn't have anything on them. Barnes will run down this left-hand side, though. Looks up, plays inside to Tielemans. Ball wide. Tielemans goes wide to Perez. Perez will look for the overlap again. Justin will come back. The Perez is the ball there. Justin to Perez. Come inside. Tielemans. Back. The ball's inside. Maddison. Foul, referee. There. Thank you. Fred again. Another card. And then he has a moan. You've just clipped him. It's a foul. Let's have a look on the replay. Maddison flicks the ball inside. Fred comes to the back of him. Maddison goes down. Has every right to. You've caught him on the heels. Don't get me wrong, there wasn't much force in there to send a player over. I'm not denying that. We all know the day and age of football that if you get a touch, players are going to go down. We'll be 2 minutes into the 4. I reckon there'll be 2 more added on because it took good Maddison a good minute into that first minute to get up. Leicester to whip this one in. Be Maddison free kick. Can they find a winner? Maddison to whip it in towards De Gea. Ball in the box, headed away by Pogba. Edge of the area. Tielemans! Oh! Perez put it wide.
I think he was off. He must have been off. He must have been off. Let's have a look.
Ball comes out. Tielemans smashes it left-footed. I don't know. You know, I need to see a wide angle on that.
You don't get wide angle.
I think him. Not wide, but you know what I mean. One from the one showing the lino there. That was a half chance. I think. I don't know if he's offside or not, but for me, even if he isn't offside, I feel that Perez should be at least hitting the target. Perez wins the ball back once, but twice there. Well played, Perez. It goes to throw to Man U, but that's the fighting spirit we need every single game now, boys. You've done it 2 games in a row so far, and that's been brilliant. And as we clock over into the 93rd minute with a minute to go, I think there'll be 2 minutes still to go in this game. Still feel there's another chance to come. Really do. But Tomley will come forward.
Chris Kamara.
Did he, Jeff? I didn't see it. I thought he was being subbed. Who's been sent off? Ball over the top. Finds Luke Shaw. Lets it bobble up. Still got the ball. Goes backwards to Hernandez. Plays it around to Tomley.
Less time on the ball to get in.
Yeah, Leicester are really sitting deep now. They don't want to give them any space. Well played, Harry Barnes. Jockey Manza wins the ball out for another throw to Man U, but it's good because
Barnes with the tackle.
Ball thrown in. Rashford back to the defender who's come on. I can't think of his name. An offside ball. That'll go. Schmeichel, cool it calm. Calm it down. You know, we've fought hard to get into this game. Let's not chuck it away right to the end with a silly pass or something. Mr. Donkey got the turn on the team.
That's it. Full time.
Yeah, full time. Leicester 2, Man U. A hard-fought point today for me. Fully deserved hard-fought point. The boys have worked their socks off to get in this game and keep battling back after going goals down. And on the scale of the game, probably a fair result, Lox, would you say?
I'd say so, mate. I think there were times when Man United absolutely dominated us. There were times where we absolutely dominated them. So yeah, I think it was fair. To be fair result. Our first draw of the season, may we add, our first draw of this season. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, mate, if we were going to draw anywhere, 2-2, not a bad one, eh?
Yeah, not a bad one. Like I say, I think the lads will be a bit disappointed with the goals they conceded, and every right, they probably should be feeling a bit disappointed with that for me, because I think both the goals could have been forced out. I mean, Daniel James shouldn't get the turn on the box to it as easy as he did. Okay, Fernandez gets lucky with the pass in some way because it literally clips his toe. And then the second goal for me, Fofana has to come out to his man. I'm sorry, he has to follow Cavani out. I mean, the table now, Liverpool 14 games, 31, Leicester 15 games, 28, Man U 14, 27. So obviously, Man U win their game and they'll go above Leicester and they'll be a point behind Liverpool, but played a game more. Look, it's a positive result again at home. You know, we've not had many this season. We've won a few, get 3 or 4 games, but we haven't drawn anything yet. So it's a good draw because for me, it's never too easy to come back in the Premier League to get points. So to go not once down and then come back, to go twice down and come back is good from Leicester today.
Yeah.
Let's bring in the Spanish Fox. Here he is.
How the devil are you?
Jamie, you happy with that?
You got to be happy with the point.
About it, mate. You?
Yeah. First time I've got a result right all season. I've been saying 2-2 for God knows how long, and I finally get one right. Enjoyable game. Top 4 table performance by both teams, I think. Man U did what they wanted to do. They came in, counter-attack football and scored. A bit lucky with the first goal with that Fernandez touch. Could have gone absolutely anywhere. Very lucky with that. But yeah, we battled well. Deserved a point, I think. First goal of the whole season. Hey!
He come back from his Christmas shopping.
Yeah, better late than never, right?
But yeah, good all-round performance and first draw of the season in the league. So decent, and stopped Man U getting a record of 11 consecutive wins away. So that was all right.
Chaps, I mean, I missed the first half, as you might have mentioned to people, because I was out with my parents to talk. But the second half, I thought it was fairly even in that second half, to be fair. But Man United perhaps had slightly the upper hand in that, Jamie.
They did. The possession-wise, it was about equal, but the chances, Man U had the clearer chances, and there was a couple of times the beaters through the back four with the balls through, slipped through. We weren't lucky to get a point. I think we deserved a point on both first half and second half performances. We deserved a point, I think, to be honest. I was quite happy with the point against Man U. You've got to be happy with the point, especially with our home form being what it is like at the minute.
Yeah, Tom, I mean, I've just about broken my voice box with Perez's chance at the end now. I know it was offside, but I actually thought we were going to pinch that one.
I broke my voice box. I thought Paris were going to score. I think Jamie summed it well. I think it's a good point at home against a top 4 contender. And look, the goals could have been cut out for me. I think Cavani's one especially. Got to do better. You got to close that down. Can't let him turn and play in the ball. But it's a good point against a top 4 team contender. So.
Yeah, Lox. I mean, somebody's just putting there in the comments about man of the match. Who have you started to think of for man of the match? Andy Meadows does.
Man of the match. I think Yuri Tillemans is up there today. I think he had a really good performance. Harvey Barnes just for the goal, I suppose. Yeah, I'd Schmeichel. I'd go Schmeichel or Tillemans. I'd go Tillemans. Look, Schmeichel made a great save from Rashford with his right hand, strong hand. But I think the distribution let him down a bit today. You know, there were a couple of moments there. It gave me Bournemouth away last season vibes. But yeah, I think Tillemans today for me, mate. I think Tillemans had a great performance. Some of the balls going forward, the tackle as well. I don't know if you saw it. I think it was the first half. Someone got through the back line and he made a last ditch tackle. So that was quality. So yeah, Tillemans for me.
Indeed. We've got a few fans waiting to click in. Should we add in Mark? Let's add in Mark and Jack.
Hi, boys.
Hi, chaps. Happy Christmas, Mark.
Merry Christmas to you all. Well, you know, you got to keep it festive, haven't you?
Mark, what's your views on that game?
Edge of the seat stuff, I think. We'll put it that way. Well, it's like every time they score, we can go up and score. Why aren't we going up there and scoring first?
Yeah.
You
know, felt a bit like that. I thought we'd blown it towards at the end of Jack when Fernandes scored that second goal, but we got back in it.
Yeah. It just shown the team never gave up, even though Man United scored. And this season at home, we've had games where we've let the opposition score and then we've just gave up on ourselves. And today we had the belief to go on and believe we could get goals. And it proved that after the Fernandes goal and the Rashford goal.
Jamie, I've missed half the show obviously today, but Jack's sporting a new top and a new looks like a webcam.
Yeah.
The picture's so much better, Jack. You already had this conversation.
Yes, he's bought himself. His missus bought him a Christmas present of the backlight that goes behind the phone, so it enhances him a bit more, and it makes his shirt look orange.
It's been tangoed.
It's been tangoed.
He's not old enough to know what you're on about, Mark.
He had an orange hat on earlier as well.
Mind you, probably Lox and Tom don't know what you've been tangoed either.
I doubt it.
And they're scored.
I know what it is.
You're just about old enough, you are, Tom, aren't you?
Jono says, Ndidi and Tielemans bossed the first half and the first 15 minutes in the second half. Jamie, what's your take on Jono's views?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And then Man U, after like he says, the first 15 minutes of the second half, yeah, totally agree with that. And then all of a sudden they made Pogba came on and he sort of changed it. He gave him a bit more strength in the middle, and we seemed to be losing the battle in the middle of midfield. And then Cavani came on at the end, and he made a huge difference. But yeah, we bossed the first half, the first 10, 15 minutes until Pogba came on in the second half, and then it all changed. It was a bit back to the wall kind of performance, but we ground it out. It's what we need to do against the so-called top 6 teams. You grind points out, and a decent draw. I'd take that draw every day of the week, considering our home form against Man U as well.
Yeah, Mark, you're happy with the draw, to be fair, are you?
I said last week on Jamie's show that I'll take a draw, but I want the win. So,
yeah,
edging my own bets there, really. Well, I'd sooner take the draw than the loss. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed. They're a good side, Man United. They're in good form as well. So to get a 2-2 draw at home, again, I think for me it shows progress from Lox, where we finished off last season in that, where we really did we all know about the Champions League spot going, Lox, but today I thought it was a bit more resilience from the lads. It looked like they'd perhaps learnt from some of the back end of last season.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to Tom, I even though there are times when our defending is dreadful, sloppy, horrible, whatever. I am happy. I think it's definitely improving. A clean sheet against Tottenham. Fair enough. We conceded 2 today, but that first one was. James Justin comes out of position. He comes into the middle, and that's obviously how the ball ends up with Rashford. But it's just one touch, It's one little touch from Fernandes. It's a bit lucky, innit? But
that was a lucky touch. You can't blame Justin for that goal.
No,
it was a
but
bad ball. It was a bad ball by Rashford, and Fernandes just got his toe to it, and it's the rub of the green. You can't blame JJ for that because I think he was in the right position. It just the only place the ball could have gone, to be honest.
Yeah, so I think they're definitely learning. I mean, at the end of last season, we were on absolute terrible form. Manchester United were on unbelievable form. Man United were on incredible form at the end of last season. So obviously that's probably where the 2-0 was. It 2-0? 2-0, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah, so that's probably where the 2-0 result came from because both teams were complete opposites at the time. But I think now we're very similar, to Manchester United in terms of what we could do this season. So for me, this game doesn't matter. It's about what can we go and do now against the smaller teams that we've struggled against this season. Like we've got Palace in a couple of days. I don't know who's after that. Have we got Everton at some point? No, not Everton.
Newcastle. Newcastle's the next game. It's like LCFC Gray said about we've got to go on and need 3 points at Palace now. We're an away team, aren't we? We're an away team, so we've got to go there. Depends what the side is, isn't it? That's the problem. What kind of team we're going to pick in 48 hours?
Yeah. We have to break these smaller teams down. Otherwise, there's not even any point in sitting here and getting excited after beating Tottenham and coming back from behind against United, because if we're not going to do it against the smaller sides, then we're in a bit of trouble.
Well, Reece just made a good point there about it was a decent game against Man U, and we deserve. So even though it was an incredible positive performance against Man U, which it was. It was Spurs last week, Man U this week. What more do you want? 4 points from 2 games. Can't blame that. Can't blame that at all.
It was a different. I think we played differently. I was just going to say, obviously, against other teams, we've sat back and we've hit teams on the break. I don't think we did that, too much today. I think we took the game to Man United, and that's why it was so positive. Yeah.
I was going to say, Jack, Lox just mentioned about some of the defending there. Their second goal, it did look a bit schoolboy to me. Johnny Evans and Fofana, how easily we were cut open for their second goal. I mean, it was a good through ball and Fernandes makes a nice run, but it was a bit naive defending maybe, which was surprising with those boys.
I guess it were a sloppy goal to concede the second goal. Evans and Fofana played maybe too much of a high line, and they didn't really watch Fernandes as much as one of them should have marked him, really. But when you let someone through like that, and Fernandes' ability, he's going to finish, isn't he? He's not really going to miss.
Mark, Andy Medhurst has asked if Fred and Fernandes seen red today. What's your views on that?
I think they were both sailing close to the win, but for once, Dean had a good game.
Yes, he did. My Dean, yeah.
You thought the ref got it right?
Yeah, I think I think he was pretty fair today.
On another day, they could have been given yellow.
I saw who was going to be the ref today, but
on another day, the ref could have given yellow cards for that quite easily. But I think he was right in them. Yeah. There were fouls, but they weren't really bookable offences. But yeah, so I think Mike Dean, unfortunately, I hate to say it, I think he had a decent game for once.
He did. I think he did, mate.
Okay. I mean, let's just before we finish up, chaps. Go on, Lox.
No. I was just saying. I think he had a good game. I think the only one that Fernandes stamp on was it Justin Evans.
Evans on the touchline.
Easily could have been a second yellow for that. You've seen second yellows being given for a lot less than that. So I think he could have I think he should have. To be fair, I think he should have got a red for that.
Well,
one.
shouldn't VAR should have done something then?
They can't do
it amongst the pigeons, aren't I?
Yeah.
Jamie's favourite word. VAR.
VAR. No, don't give me that. I was dreading a penalty. And when Vardy scored that goal, I thought Perez is offside. I really thought Perez is offside. It was close, but it looked like.
Only thing I'm looking for now is the television replays to see where the lines are. I'm not celebrating the goal.
Yeah, well, anyway, I mean, look, chaps, before we go, obviously it's Crystal Palace on the 28th, so that's 2 days. We get a day off, and then it's Palace. This is where we need to, I don't know who wants to answer this, but this is for me where we need to go on and pick up 3 points if we really want to carry on this a good challenge.
Yeah, 3 points is vital. 3 points is vital. First thing is do not lose, but 3 points is vital.
We've got to start beating teams like Crystal Palace, and obviously the next 2 games are winnable, but as the season's gone on for us, we've not beaten teams like that. But I think this time, with the Tottenham result and the Man United result today, I think it'll give us some more belief in our ability that we can actually go on and win them games and actually have a more positive theory into our play.
It's like LCF Gray's just said, living the dream. Great result, bring on Palace. It is. It's a great result, and we need to bring on Palace. It just depends on what team we're going to play. That's the only problem. He can't play that starting 11 again, surely.
What? No, I don't know what's happened to Under. Does anybody know?
Never didn't hear anything.
He must be injured. He must be.
Must be injured. Must be. He must be feeling under the weather.
Oh dear.
What about Ricardo, guys?
Ricardo's not back for a few more weeks yet.
Is he not? Maybe we might see Cags next game then instead of
Could
Evans.
be Mr. Massive. Mr. Massive,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, but he wasn't even on the bench,
Brilliant.
was he? So
Yeah.
Mark and Jack, I'm going to let you boys go, and then we're just going to finish off. Thanks a lot for joining us today.
All right, guys. See you on tomorrow, Jamie, for the morning show.
Yes.
see you
Yes.
tomorrow, Jamie.
The aftermath pre-match show again. Yes. Cheers, lads.
See
Cheers,
ya.
boys. See ya.
We'll let those boys
See you
go.
later, Jack.
See you, mate.
Thanks, Lox and Tom, for doing the watch along and standing in for me as well, doing my bit. So I appreciate that. And thanks,
Phil,
Jamie,
we've actually done better when you're not on the show.
There we go. Numbers going up. The numbers are going up.
The numbers have gone up straight away.
Brilliant. Jamie, you're on live. Is it tomorrow? I lose track of the days. Is it Sunday tomorrow?
It is Sunday, isn't it? It is Sunday.
Sunday tomorrow.
And even though it's not a Saturday game, it's the first 3 o'clock game of the season on Monday. It is 3 o'clock on Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 So,
It's on Amazon Prime as well, isn't it?
Jamie, is this your first aftermath show of the year? As in after
Yeah, but
a
it's
match?
yes, but I've also got a Crystal Palace on fan previewing from the Pride of the South, previewing the Palace game. So it could be a long show tomorrow.
Brilliant. And then are we all good for Monday's match? Obviously 3 p.m. against Crystal Palace.
Oh yes. Yes, we are.
Very good. And I'm sure you've already asked, but Lox, where's the shirt?
He looks a little hungover today, mate.
Where's Jamie's?
LCFC.
This is retro. This is retro. This is 20 odd years old. This is, mate.
How about
Lox? Is that some kind of fan you've got there?
There we go. Fox
is that a fan you've got in front of you to cool yourself down?
No, it's a new mic, but it's a bit too short. It's a bit too short to go down there.
That should be perfect for you then, isn't it? Everything's a bit short in your life, isn't it?
Small man.
He's only a small man, a wee man, a tiny man.
I'm a 5'10". That's not too bad.
He's a wee man. He's a tiny man.
Yeah, sorry.
It sits on a stool.
I think I can change it though to look a bit blue. If I do that, that looks a bit more blue. There we go.
Lox,
yeah, but your face looks.
What'd you say, mate?
Are you hanging a bit this morning, Lox?
Yeah, mate. I'm not feeling great. No, I feel better than I was at kickoff because I've had a cider, so I'm feeling better now. But still not great. Not great.
Somebody on Facebook has said it's your new mic and Airwick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Kevin says you're not tiny when you sit in the booster seat, Lox.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's it. That's the end of the show. You've got to leave it on that one.
Yes. It's not his hair, it's his size.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks, Tom and Lox, for doing the watch-along. Thanks, Jamie, for
Cheers,
doing
guys.
all what you do. And we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year now, isn't it?
Enjoy the rest of Boxing Day. We'll see you all later.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.